Nope, you're already in.
All right. No,
Live.
I mean on my laptop, girl.
Yeah, you're live here. Hey, Kathy.
Hello, ladies.
Julie.
Thank you so much.
I know. All right, let's see. Let me get it up here on YouTube. How's the weather for you guys?
I think it's lovely, but I love the rain. So
what are you getting ready for, Julie? Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's been rainy and stormy. We have had thunder and lightning today.
oh, I wish. That's the only next best thing.
Rain. A little bit of misty rain, and I love that. I've been waiting for the major storm that was supposed to be here today that I haven't seen yet. I didn't even clean my things off from last time, and so I've got a lot of residual.
Oh, that's lovely.
Paint.
Awesome.
Oh, look, I've got DNA too, hair.
I found a dog hair on mine.
My hair, my long hair always sticks to the gel plates.
I'm going to show them what I did today. Does that work?
Yeah. Candy got her this week, so I know she's working with us.
I'm so glad.
And they'd like to know how you're feeling.
I haven't been in my art room all week. It aggravates it, and it's really hard to like bend my knee to get back down the stairs, and that's really the hardest part. I mean, and putting my weight on it. It's just been really swollen, and it's doing a whole bunch of popping.
Stay up there. Take an air mattress and go stay up there.
If I had a bathroom up here, I totally would be laid up in this guest bed.
I forgot.
Yeah, that would actually be what's happening. I'd be like directing dinner from up here and just
like, out up here. I can't make it down the stairs.
Hello, Margie.
Hi, Margie.
Kathy, Julie, Candy. Yay! I actually, not having been up here, I've had it elevated. I've been putting ice on it, off of it, on it, off of it. They can't get me in for my MRI and then my follow-up to plan my surgery until the 16th and then the 19th.
Oh, man.
That's a long time to walk around like this or to, be laid up.
Margie has a good suggestion.
What's that?
She says, just take a bucket up there with you.
I probably have enough recycled containers that I could just swing it.
Probably do.
And I'll just chuck it out the window like they used to.
Is that what they used to do?
Yeah. They actually, in France, they have, and parts of England, you'll find old architecture where they have like their regular windows, and then on the second story or anything above the ground floor, they'll have these little oval windows with like a big deep sill.
Oh, wow.
And those were to put the piss pots in, excuse my language. Wow. Well, when they worked, and then they would close it, and then they would, so it wouldn't, be in the room. It would be technically outside between uses. And they would throw it in the street. That was nothing, that's part of the reason why it was so filthy in England. And it was everything in the streets you could think of. Gross.
Water in my pan. I'll be right back.
Okay. I was going to show you guys. So today, because I haven't been up here, I've drug myself up here 3 times today, and I'm at maximum right now. Once I'm done up here today, I'm probably done up here for a couple days. So I keep irritating it, I really haven't done anything around the house either, though. So I've just kind of been laid up with my knee kind of elevated, putting ice on it, would have been way more fun if he had given me some meds. Then I could have come up here and just gotten through it, huh? Anyway, I came up earlier because I wanted to make sure my desk was cleared off. It had been many days since I'd been up here, and I miss it so much. But what I did was I pulled out 3 colors. I pulled out a blue, a cream. White doesn't count. Black and white don't count. They're not colors. They're tones. And then this really dark sort of midnight blue. I pulled out 2 stencils, one I made and one I did not. And that's these guys here. And one's kind of mimics the larger one. And then I had this one thing to make texture with, but it didn't show up as much as it should have. Anyway, what I did was I wanted to see how many things I could make with 3 colors and 2 stencils. So I just kind of mopped up with some stuff here. And then I've got this big long piece that I could fold into a concertina or, you know, cut into thirds and bind in a book. But I want to show you how different all of them are. It was really fun. Let's face it, I am so starved for art right now. It is really fun to do just about anything.
Anything would be fun.
Yes.
Because then everything is fun.
Yeah. So what I did do early on in the week was I brought I put in a bucket, or not that bucket, ladies. That's the if we don't have a bathroom bucket. No, I put in a like a basket, a big one, my art journal, some markers, some pens, you know, things like that. And then I kind of messed with it. You know, I have glue in there. Sorry, my dog just dumped my garbage. I have glue in there and, you know, a few stencils, a few stamps that I threw in there. So while I'm laid up, I can have some art journal pages done. And I'm pretty close to actually, because I don't work at one page at a time, and I kind of work all over the place, depending on what I'm doing. I kind of worked on several of them, but it was fun. I'm in pain, so it's hard to be creative when you don't feel good sometimes, you know. Hello, Maggie. We're so glad to see you here today. I'm reading the comments now.
I'll be right there.
So who is going to play with their gel plate with us tonight?
Maggie is. And Candy is.
Yeah, Julie, I wouldn't want to empty it either, that bucket. Yeah, it is, Margie.
Whoop, whoop, I found it.
You found your brayer? Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, I wanted to find my second one, which is a little one. And then I have 2 brayers that are texture brayers.
Oh, good. Like this one? I have this really cool thing. You guys know you can make these with paint rollers and foam. You can cut out or put on your Cricut, or
make them with anything that has a design or a shape or, you know, something on it.
It would be cool to run the craft foam, like the thin stuff, through the Cricut and then glue that onto a roller. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I was even thinking to take some of this. What happened to my piece?
I'm gonna put this up.
Happens to my. I'm gonna have to cut me a new piece. This wallpaper that has these ridges and.
Oh, the wallpaper you sent me, the white stuff. Yeah, I have a piece of that here because it'll make a texture.
Double stick tape on the inside, you know, around a paint roller.
Oh yeah.
Another idea. Anything that has texture, you could, like this stuff that you put on the drawers, would be great to roll around a paint roller and then put double stick tape on the inside. And when you brayer it, you get this cool design.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty much anything will work if it has a texture.
Even this would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. The drawer liner. Margie will be cheering us on, so she has pom-poms tonight, it looks like.
She's in her outfit.
Yeah. Candy's gonna do it with us. And let's see here.
Maggie's doing
it with us. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, should we get started?
Yeah, I need to remove this, and I need to run and grab one more thing.
Okay. Well, I will get started with some. We are going to start with the basics this time. That is our plan. You know how we get distracted so easily. And that was why I did the see how many things I can do with 2 stencils and 3 colors thing earlier. And just to get a little painty, you know. But first of all, I think we should do a stencil. And I have several like skeletons from just doing things on my Cricut. So I kind of wanted to show you that it doesn't have to be a fancy stencil. It can be any kind. And there are different ways to go about this. So what I'm going to do is start with my like darkest color first. I've got this. Oh, that's weird. I've got this on here, and I'm going to start with a shape. So I guess I better get some paint behind me. I put all my mediums on my cart, guys. I'm pretty excited to have them all on the cart, actually. So I think I'm going to go with a copper. So you can, I kind of put this other palette out here so I could, or gel plate, so I could use it as a palette if I needed to, or if I wanted to. This is wallpaper that I'm putting this on. Come on. My hole's a little clogged. Let's see if that's enough. I'm going to get paint under my nails right now. Oh, did you guys have a good week? What's everybody been up to? And I wanted to let you guys know that no matter what is happening, we're just not going to talk about politics tonight. Just so y'all know, I know there's a lot of stuff going on, and that's just not that's not what we do here. So, and I know you all know that.
We can agree to disagree with anybody who thinks differently than we do, and
right. That's okay. And
Cheran,
believe it or not, Marianne and I are on different spectrums of the whole thing, and
it's okay.
We are partners. Yeah.
We can love people and still think differently, and we can respect the fact that we all have our own opinions. So anyway, yeah, we're not going there.
I just wanted to let everybody know we're not going there. Yeah.
What's that? I just wanted to bring it up so we could not go there.
Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's all over the news right now, so I just didn't want anybody, you know, congratulations or anything like that going on, you know, just make it clear.
Yes, this is a craft channel. Oh, thumbs up. Now you said we're starting with the basics today, right?
Right. I just put like a stencil on my plate.
Okay. What I'm gonna do.
And this is from wallpaper that I ran through my Cricut. So it's just some offcuts. So I don't know why I'm having a hard time.
I'm going to pull out a couple of stencils that oh, where is the one I had over here from last time?
My paint was chunky.
Uh-oh. Chunky paint.
Thank you for the thumbs up, guys.
Do appreciate that. Okay, this is one of my favorites. It's very thin. We're going to use that one.
Hey, Gigi. Gigi's here too.
Hey, Gigi, how
you feeling?
How's Joe? Joe's been having some problems.
Yeah.
He may end up back in surgery.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on. 2020 blows. Right? It's just so much.
I don't like to say that even because I don't think it's all going to end as soon as we hit 2021.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. So I'm actually going to use something bubble wrap to go inside my little shapes here. See if it works.
Going on a diet, Cheran, if it's chunky, Margie says.
What's that?
My
paint. Yeah. Well, it's you know, it's almost gone. So, okay. So I used bubble wrap because I have these big open areas. Now I'm going to let this dry. So this is a great way to use your skeletons, guys. I don't know if you guys save those, and that's you know, when you cut out with a punch or use your Cricut, and you end up with all the shapes. This is one of the best ways to use that, is, you know, like as a stencil, and then you can like I could use these as frames after I get it all painty and the way I want it. I could put them on like a square card and use it as a frame that I could slip something in and out of. That'd be pretty cool.
Can I just interrupt this broadcast to say that it is raining here?
Oh, yay! I hope you get lightning.
Well, we had thunder and lightning all afternoon.
Oh, wonderful.
A little bit of rain here and there, not a whole lot. And we finally got the rain. I know, I'm excited. Love the rain.
So cool.
Love the rain.
How was the last time you guys had rain?
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, at least a month, maybe even 2. It's been a long time, it seems like. All right. Where's the burger? What color? I feel like, oh, man, I am really looking to. I've already got a second wind from you guys. I'm already feeling that.
Good. I'm going to go ahead. This is my palette, but I'm going to go ahead, since there's enough paint on there. I might be able to pick up a kind of a ghostly print.
I'm feeling like bright and awesome colors. I'm going to start with this blue. Ooh. Okay. So did you already go through the steps of this basic?
All I did was put a stencil down. I rolled some paint over it, and then I just used bubble wrap in the shapes.
Yeah, Gigi, I hope that we're getting the rain and you're not. We don't want you to have any more rain. Joe's in pain and miserable. She gave him pain meds and just put him to bed.
Oh,
he's in all of our prayers. Definitely. Okay, so Maggie and Candy, I know are working along with us. Don't know if anybody else is, but if you haven't already started, pick a color of paint, any color you want. I just chose this bright blue.
The darker the better on these first shapes.
Dark, bright.
You're going to want to go from dark to light.
Yeah, not a really light one, but it can be a bright one. I mean, this is not like a navy blue. This is a bright blue, but it's a, a rich bright blue.
Yeah, a color that stands out.
Now, one of the things people have said is that they have trouble brayering the paint, and they think they push the brayer too hard. That is something that I did at the beginning. I rolled it like I was rolling paint on a wall.
Yeah, you want to lift up when you get to the ends so that you're not making extra marks.
It's like pushing the brayer along without putting any pressure from your hand. All your hand is doing is pushing the brayer along so that it's rolling across the top. And as you get to the end of it, lift it up. I'm exaggerating so that you can see what I'm doing. But like when you come to the end of your roll, just lift it up so that you don't actually, hit the and go over the edge, because then you just run paint down the side of your thing. I've got a second one over here that I'm just going to brayer off on. And
you can use paper for that. We're both using one to brayer off on.
Paper too, but I'm going to do this just for some good color here. But then I do it on paper, as Cheran said, because then you get really cool stuff on the paper.
Yeah,
got a lot of grungy on here from last time because I did not clean them, and so this will help lift all that up. All right, then I'm going to pick a stencil. And did you say, Gigi, did you say you wanted that houndstooth? You saw me set a houndstooth.
Hold on just one moment. If your brayer isn't rolling, you probably have too much paint on there. Just so you know, it's either stuck and it won't spin, or it has too much paint on it.
Okay.
Which happens if it's too much. What's that?
In which case it just slides.
Right.
So it's really easy to get too much paint. But the thing is, if you put drops of paint down and you do it and you find you need more, you can add a little bit more. If you have too much, then just take your brayer, roll it on a piece of paper next to you. Always have a little stack of paper there, and you can just roll it off on that. I have this vinyl mat down that I want to get paint on, so sometimes I'll even, brayer onto the vinyl and do that just to get some of the paint off, put it onto your paper.
Did we talk about paper? Maybe some spin.
Just copy paper is a really good place to start. Just general cheap copy paper.
And sometimes some tissue paper, so that if you have a lot of detail in a stencil, you can get down and push it down into all those little grooves. It's harder with copy paper sometimes.
I've never done it before, then I always suggest just starting with the copy paper. So I put down the blue and I laid my stencil on top of it. And now I'm putting a piece of paper on top of that, and I'm going to rub it because I want to go into the stencil and pick up all the paint in between. It won't pick it all up, but it'll pick up a lot of it. And this is how you get a reverse, a positive and a negative print of the same thing with roll of paint. It also helps when you roll your paint with the brayer. If you go both directions, if you roll it a bit this way, then roll it a bit that way. Hey, Glynis, good to see you. Rub it like you love it, Margie says. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now you're not actually going to do it. You're going to watch first. Okay. Have to get some paints, a few other things. And cheap acrylic paint works great.
Yeah, the thinner the paint, the better it actually works.
Yes. For these general type prints, the thinner the paint. Okay, so this went down into that stencil that I put down there and picked up this houndstooth pattern. Now, if I get it close, you might see just a little bit of green here and there. That's grunge that was still on the plate from last time. And that's what makes it look more vintage, because it looks like it's worn there. Okay, so that is the first print. So I'm just going to set that over here. Now, when you're using acrylic paint, it dries really fast. Now I'm going to lift up the stencil. And I have a feeling that I pushed hard and smeared it all over, but that's okay. I tend to do that. Now I'm going to take a second piece of paper and put it on top of this paint directly. And gently rub this one. I want the paper to stick to it really good. And then when it's really good and stuck, then I'll rub it nice and hard because I want it to pick up. So it picked up one houndstooth pattern by going in between the stencil where the cutouts are. And now it's going to pick up a different houndstooth pattern by getting the paint that was underneath the stencil part. Does that make sense?
And the less paint, the better. Honestly, you can add more paint, but it's harder to take away. And you can use less, and it's not wasteful that way. Yeah.
But when you use too much, sometimes it just doesn't come out very well. And
right.
And, you just start to learn. Now this is cool because I have a lot of green grunge on here. So here's the other print, and look at all the green grunge it picked up. So the blue and green look awesome together. So
I'm just taking off some of this paint here.
One of these picked up where the stencil is cut out, and one of these picked up where the stencil was down. But they're both houndstooth, and they both look different. And then you let this dry, and then you can do other things on top of that. You can actually layer stencils, which is cool. So what are you doing, Cheran? Take a look at yours.
So I had that I had dried, right? And it was the large shapes with the bubble wrap. Well, I didn't have a stencil, a 5x7 stencil that I wanted to use. So what I found here was 2 separate stencils, and I thought we could get 2 different looks that way. So I'm going to pull this one off. Ooh. And you need to kind of put this down on a piece of paper because there's a lot of paint on it. And sometimes you can get that extra extra little print, and there's literally no waste with this stuff.
This is the stencil I've used, and it's still got quite a bit of paint on it. I can see the paint. So I could lay it down again onto a jelly plate and rub that paint off. But I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to put a piece of paper on that. And I know I'm not going to get really good, full, clear image of the houndstooth, but or hound, yeah. But if it picks up all the paint off the stencil, so that's not wasted paint, then I should get a nice faded kind of half, which would make a great background. That's pretty, Cheran. I like
Isn't this? I love the way this came out. This is just me cleaning my stencils off. And every time you pull one of these prints, it's just an opportunity to add more layers, you know? So this was a scrap piece, right?
To your right. To your right. To your right.
I'm doing it.
More to your right. There you go. Perfect.
So it's actually perfect to continue adding layers, and I might end up with something amazing by the time I'm done with it.
Right.
Yeah. So never discount your scrap papers. Never.
Little bits and pieces. Okay, I'm trying to pick up all that paint there.
I'm just letting this dry. What I'm going to end up with is two separate sort of, like maybe I'll do some tags on it.
Okay, look what I got from that.
You're on my screen only.
Nope, I went back, but you're delayed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It would take a minute. Okay, so if you look at the three of these, this was the first one that went in the cutouts of the stencil. And then I lifted the stencil. Beautiful. And this is the, okay, I got to look at YouTube and see where you're at, everybody else. Okay.
I love that stencil.
The stencil, and this is the one that I got from the paint that was under the stencil, and it picked up a lot of green grunge that was on there from last time, which is really cool. And then I flipped the stencil completely upside down because there was a lot of paint still on the stencil, and just put a piece of paper down. And then I just got very, very vague, very faint houndstooth, which is cool to build.
Ghost print.
Yeah.
It's ghost print.
Yeah, this is like a ghost print. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to get some tags ready here, some tag shapes that I have. When I cut things out in cardstock on my Cricut, I save all the extra bits. You know, I just cut them into shapes and put them in a bin, and that's what I've been using on this. The smaller, you know, the offcuts, yeah, in the white. So I think you and you. I need to make some 5x7 stencils, I think.
Let's do some more. Did I send you some 5x7 or 6x6 or 5x6 or I don't know?
You sent me a tree, and you sent me, I'm just picking up some of that extra paint right here. Sure. You sent me this one that I'm using right here, this cross or the X's or however.
Depending which way you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to leave all the blue grunge on my thing that was on there, and I'm going to add to it some.
I think I want pearl.
Neon. Here we go. Valentine pink. So this is apple barrel. You get those little bottles. I grabbed this one because it doesn't fit in the thing that all my little ones do, but I've got a ton of just little cheap ones. When they go on sale at any of the craft stores, Nest, those are the ones that you can use. Old, hopefully it's not too thick. Because like Cheran said, the thinner the
the cheaper paint actually works better.
It's separated. It's very old. Gigi asked Cheran, how are you feeling? Good hug you up the stairs to your art room.
Yeah, I kind of drag my self up and my leg, and I haven't been able to come up here at all, just because it irritates it, and then it makes me crippled for the rest of the day. So I miss you guys so much.
Trudy says that we're her favorite craft people in the whole wide world.
Oh, Trudy, we love you so much. Thank you.
That she almost forgot about us watching the Christmas YouTube, so we know how favorite we are. No. Right, Trudy?
Okay.
Yeah, hard time. Okay, so see how it's just barely moving, and it just takes a while to move the paint around, and you lift up at the end of each stroke, and I'm going this direction. I can see a couple of goobers in there. I'm going to see if I can pick them up.
Thanks, I'm going
to them in there. Let them couple dry paint things. Not big on goobers tonight, I guess.
I am using my Numinator, Trudy.
Ooh, I just used mine.
I love it. I've used it every time I've played with the gel plate, and it's wonderful for this.
Yeah. So
Trudy and I that tool is actually called a Baron.
We actually never got a chance to talk, and so Trudy, is this what it was actually made for? Is that what you invented it for? Was for
no?
What was it invented for? What'd you create it for? Or Cheran, you talked to her. What did she create it for?
She created it to go with the Misty or the Stampin' Up stamp platform.
Yeah, to push
to press down on it and yeah.
Okay. Get a little more pressure than your hand might be able to do.
Right. And it's even too, and I love it. I really do. So there's my pull. I don't know if I like the shapes didn't show up very well, and that's fine too. This takes a lot of practice, and if I don't like it, that means it's not done yet, honestly. And you can use these in lieu of any scrapbook paper that you have. So knowing that you made it from the ground up is just so special, and there's a sense of accomplishment to go with that. So that's why I like them. Because I can use it for anything. I do love these colors together, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like.
Well, when they accidentally mixed on the plate, that's when I decided I liked them together. So I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to do more of that." It's a great way to learn about color and mixing, and it's just good for a lot of reasons.
I left the blue grunge that was on my palette there and on my jelly plate, and I added this pink, and this pink was really thin, so it's a very thin layer. And then I laid down, hey Toby, how are you? So glad to see you. Toby's on Facebook, guys.
Oh, hey Toby.
Hey Joni. So I just laid down this stencil, which is roses. It's very pretty. It's very thin. This is a Linda Israel stencil. And guys, I'm going to get you a link. I have a link from Linda that goes directly in. So I will put that in the group because she's got some cool stencils. So first thing I'm going to do is put down a piece of paper and pick up some pink in the cutout part of this stencil. And we'll get those roses in pink on here. Then show you a couple of other things we can do with
I'm going to pull some more paint out here
with stencils. I've got my 5x7 out here too. Okay, I think that's probably sufficient. Oh, I love that. So I got the pink and I got a little of the blue grunge from underneath it mixed in with the pink.
Ooh, it's beautiful. That's wonderful. You know what I really like best about gel plates?
The
surprise.
Yeah. Gina K. Friend made her one using a furniture pad and curtain rod finial. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, Yeah, Linda has some awesome stencils. Someone pinned me to the chair. The ice cream truck is going past. Oh, Julie. Thank you. Glynis is doing something Madison did. Magicals on her paint and then spritzed it. Looks great. What are magicals, Glynis?
They're powders. They're like the perfect pearls.
Oh.
They're like the powders that I was using.
Oh, so put some of that, some mica or powders in paint, mixed it up, and then spritzed it on?
Mm-hmm.
Did you water the paint down at all, or
spray it?
Just does it not clog up the sprayer? I mean, do you need to water the paint down, or just make sure you have a really thin paint, or what? That's what Glynis is doing.
Cool.
Okay, so I still have this down. Underneath those roses are the opposite of this. So everywhere you see white here, that's where the stencil is. When I lift that up, I would get that on a paper. But let's, I'm thinking of which step I want to show you. Let's do this. Let's remove the stencil. And I know you can barely see it, but the pink is down there and it's in the form of these roses. I'm going to lay that upside down here. I actually want to see what I can pick up. I'm going to take this ghost print of the houndstooth and I'm going to put that on top of the rose stencil and see how much of that I can get off of the roses. But I want this one to dry. This one that's down here with the pink, I want it to completely dry.
So there's a piece of cardboard with string on it that I'm going to use for some lines.
Cool. Oh, corrugate makes great lines.
So I'm just cleaning off this little plate as I go because I'm just building up paint. And by the end, I should have a nice, thick, beautiful, crusty, you know, the way I like it, sort of texture.
Paints. So I got faint roses over, I got ghost roses over the ghost houndstooth. That was cool. Okay, but I'm still waiting for this to dry and I can see wet. I can see a little wet sticky right there. So I'm going to wait on that one. And maybe I'll come over here and do something on this one.
Oh, whoops.
This one's pretty dry. And when I just set that stencil down, it lifted a little bit of that up. So I need to grab a couple of paint here.
I got out some lace to make some texture as well.
Yeah, I've got a piece of lace here that you want to use. This one's almost.
Oh, and some packaging that I thought might be fun.
Oh, where are all my metallics? We want the gold. We want a silver.
You know what I'm going to do?
Metallic.
I think I'm going to turn this the other way. Add some bird cages or some lanterns, however you want to see them here. They're technically bird cages, but this one looks like a lantern to me. Well, both of those do actually, but I'm going to do that. But remember, everything that you put on first is what's going to be in the front. So what I'm going to do is use this space right here. And you can always, if you put it on glass, you can turn it upside down and see how it looks, which is fun. So I think I'm going to kind of use this space right here. And if I use black, it should show over the green, but we'll see. Paint is still kind of wet. All right, so I'm just going to use a sponge right here. If I can find a sponge or a makeup wedge or a...
We have some makeup wedge sponges here.
You guys know the worst of this neat thing. I was tearing up and rearranging and I wasn't done. I was working on it. And I haven't worked in this rearranged room enough to know where I put things because it's been a minute and I haven't used it since I moved it.
Yeah.
Except for last Saturday night. So, well, that's irritating, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'll just use
Okay.
this.
You can only see half of my plate on the right, but I just brayered off the blue when I was doing the first plate. And then I set that rose stencil upside down on it so that I could take the ghost print off the back of it. And now I can see the image of the rose. Ooh, maybe you can if I do this, because you can see right through the gel plate. You can see the image of the rose. There, I think you can see that because it lifted up just a little bit of the blue paint. And so the image of the rose is there. So this is completely dry. What I'm going to do is take a light. You could use a white, a cream. This is antique parchment. And I'm going to put a little bit of antique parchment. Oh, this is kind of thick. It's not what I wanted. I wanted thin because this needs to be a very thin layer. I hadn't used that. I should have tried it first. Let's see how it works. I know this white sitting here is really thin, so I'm going to use a small brayer that I have here only because it doesn't have
cool
all over it, and I want to just kind of. So this, I want a very thin layer over the top, which is going to become the base, you know. So I'm moving them all, just moving that paint around a bit, left and right, and then go the other way and move it the other way. It helps to move the paint around a little bit if you do it both directions. And remember, don't press. Don't press hard. I'm not putting any pressure on it at all. I'm going to actually give it a little bit of this white because that antique parchment was really thick. And it really needs to move around a little more, not just stick. So I'm just going to add a little bit of white to it because I know the white was thinner. But say how you can always add paint if you don't have enough, but it's harder to take it off without, you know, taking off a bunch of stuff that you don't want to take off.
She said you should spray it with water. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it does not. It depends on, well, if your paint is really thick, it's helpful.
Right, but if you spray the plate, it could also thin out the paint underneath.
Right.
If it's completely covered, it ruins my image. But yeah, I could add a tiny bit of water to this acrylic paint. Okay, this is really splotchy. You can see that. And that's okay. That's okay because we're going to get, you can see the kind of print we'll get from that. I'm going to lay my piece of paper down on it. It's almost dry, which is not good. Okay, now I need to give it a really, really good rubbing because laying that thin, after it dries, you can layer as much as you want, as many times as you want. The whole trick to it is letting each layer dry, completely dry before you put the next one on. If you don't, all you're doing is smearing the new color in with the old color and getting a big old brown or mud or whatever color that you want. And that's the biggest thing people tell me they have problems with is just, you know, smearing paint and not getting any decent prints. And it's typically because you let it dry in between, right, Cheran?
That's right. And then the amount of paint also has a lot to do with it. And it's like practice. It just takes practice.
As long as you let it, you can, yep. Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is a ghost print. I put that thin layer of a neutral color on the back and it picks up everything underneath it. Now, I'm almost surprised I even got this good of a image because that parchment that I used was so thick. I don't like to use, I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It doesn't work. You've got to have a thin paint to make a thin layer on the back. Mud pies. Likes mud pies. So, but you can see it picked up some of the blue, like kind of a grungy background. And then you can see the rose image in there. I don't know. Has it come up for you yet, Cheran?
What's, yes, I can see it.
Rose,
I love grungy though. You know me.
I like the roses. Yeah, so that's great. Beautiful. Or, you know, you can cut that and use it for a tag or something as a good base. Those are pretty cool. And so this is all
that was done.
Same stencil. You know, just with the one. Now remember, I still have the pink over here that's in the shape of those roses on the stencil, because when I lifted that stencil up, I did not put a piece of paper down. I don't know, hopefully you can see the roses there. I did not put a piece of paper down. I just wanted to let that paint dry completely. So I've got that rose stencil on there, and now it is dry completely. As I touch it, I can see that, and I can feel that it is dry completely. So since it's dry completely, I can put that layer on the back. And so I want a thin layer. I'd like to get a better print from this one, so I'm going to go straight to this white instead of that parchment. A thin layer of a neutral color. I want to cover it quickly and then lift it up, because if it has time to dry, then it's not all going to lift up. Like on this one that I just did, there's a lot of white around the edge because I had to add more paint because it was so thick, and it dried quickly, so it didn't pick up. It stayed there. But we'll do something with that, and it'll be on the next one. This one, actually, to me, when I look at this looks like a Christmas window with snow. It hasn't come up for you yet. It's coming. With the snow, there it is. With the snow around the outside of the window and then the image in the inside. That's what this reminds me of. Snow windows. So if you think about that, then you could do whatever you want inside. You can make a scene inside if you wanted. But okay, so now let's get.
It would be cool to make a scene inside. Yeah.
Make it like a little window, especially if you're doing a Christmas journal or something.
Yeah.
Trying to come out.
That would be so fun.
Yeah. There we go. I just got a big glop out of it, and I saw it coming out, so I grabbed it with a piece of towel and was able to throw that away and not get that big glop down on my plate. Okay, so I want to quickly roll this out because I want to lift it before it dries.
What's that?
What are you working on?
I was waiting for that to dry while we were watching you, and I'm actually rolling a little bit of varying color out over here. Okay. Nice chunky. But I want to pick this up, but I'm going to actually make some impressions in it before you
lift it.
I might not have enough paint here now that I used it on the other side. Well, that happens. It's okay. Look how it's sticking to the paint that I had down first. Yeah, that's crazy. That's weird.
This was it was just very sticky and was not spreading like it should. So I've had to put some more paint down here. But you know, you can always add it. You can always add paint.
Yeah, that's so true. It's harder to take it back up. And I was going to say, don't ever get married to a print. If like what you're doing, if you've done so much stuff and it's so involved and then it doesn't come out the way you want it to, you know, just know that you can do it again. It's just paint.
Yeah.
And it's just paper.
You try to you want, and it might be just a little bit different each time, but you will get to where you can control it a lot. If you want a certain thing, you can get that certain thing. Especially images like this. If I wanted this clean, all I have to do is clean the gel plate, and I'm not going to have the grunge underneath it, but I would get a clean image. The same thing every time. Same thing with this. You get that stencil, you can print exactly what you want every single time.
If you do it exactly the same way.
Right.
And it's easier to layer. When you're just getting started, it's easier to just start with the darker or the lighter layer and work your way up. And that's a great way to get practice too. Like tell yourself that you're going to do 3 layers on this print and you want to use these 3 colors and these 3 things and just kind of, you know, see how many variations you can get. It's a great way to practice and see how your results might end up because it is always a surprise.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to lift this one now.
Okay, we're ready.
Got a little gnat flying around here. I didn't rub it right there. I can see that there's paint not coming off. Let me see if I can get a little bit of that. Nope, it's going to stay. It's going to stay down there till the next print. Okay, so I've kind of got ghost roses over grunge, which is a really nice base. It's pink and green and blue. Okay, so this is a really good example. See this strip? It'll come up. Okay, if I turn it this way, and right here, you see this strip where you don't see much green and pink and but you can see, that's okay. You can see a lot of the white paint right there. That's because I had it too thick right in that spot. And so
you know what? That's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
If they say, well, what happened here? That's because I had it a little thicker right there and everywhere else because I had to put more down, and that's where I actually dropped it right onto the plate. Didn't spread it quite enough. And so that's why I got that white strip, which I don't mind because it gives, just originality and don't know what's there. But if you wonder why, I want you to know why, why that happens or happened. And there it is. Look on my plate, on my gel plate here, there's that paint still left right there. So I could pick that up right now like this, or I can let that dry and then I can do something else over it.
Boy, that paint is thick. I did not know it was going to be that thick.
I know, I've got some thickies too. I don't want the thickies.
All right, I'm going to try it.
How are you, Auntie? Good to see you. Thanks, Margie, like that? Okay, so that one's going to dry, and then we'll do something over it. This one, we've got the white, like snow around. I'm kind of feeling something with a metallic.
Oh, it's working.
Nice.
There we go. Here, I don't know which way is.
Oh, cool. The other way. It's just exactly upside down. Oh, I love that, Cheran. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 stencils, but 3 of them technically were all spread out. Yeah. And well, actually, this one wasn't a stencil. It was part of a cardboard. You see that, guys? It's a bit of corrugated cardboard. That's all it is. It made this awesome pattern.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so hello, Mr. H. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Mr. H got the day off at the very last minute.
Well, hey.
Put your hand in here and say hi.
Aren't you fancy?
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Doug.
Cheran. Right there.
Yeah.
Andy and Margie. Oh, there's Margie.
Hi, Margie. Hello, Julie. Hello, Andy.
Did you get a piece of this the wallpaper out yet that you sent me?
Yeah, I got a whole roll right here.
Do you have some pieces cut off though?
Actually, this wallpaper is intended that you put it up and then you paint it.
Right. Right. They actually sell packs of a variety of patterned textured wallpaper, like on Seth Apter's website. He sells variety packs to do things on gel plates just like that.
Oh, cool. So, we're talking about all these things that you can get texture with and use as stencils. Some of you probably have one of these. It's a bottom of a sink drain. I picked it up at, I don't know, Ross or Walmart or something. A few bucks sitting there. And I can actually put it over 2 gel plates at the same time if I scoot them together. And use it as a stencil.
That's cool.
Yeah, you probably wondered why you hadn't heard Lucy in here yet tonight.
Oh, yeah. She must be hanging out with Doug, huh?
Exactly.
She's asleep.
She's asleep again?
Oh.
As soon as she hears the thing, she's going to pop.
How about some purple? I think we need some purple.
Ooh,
what do you think?
Yeah. That sounds really good. I've got some purple right here. I think I'll use it too. Okay.
Okay, I have an idea. Okay. Marianne, get a piece of that wallpaper that you that we were just talking about.
Okay.
Let's use a piece of that wallpaper and the same colors of paint and see how different we create something.
Okay.
Okay. Sound like a good challenge? All right.
Okay. I'm going to cut off a piece right now.
Fun.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this is the coolest wallpaper. You can see the texture. There's some texture down here. Oh,
she said she didn't get a hi. I said hi.
Or she didn't get a hi from Doug.
Oh, okay.
I said hi, Glennis.
She said hello.
It might have been from Doug, but Doug's gonna go pick me up some dinner. Well, you know him too. So when you he'll be saying hi. So this is cool. It kind of feels foamy. This raised part.
It is kind of foamy. What did I just do with it?
Below it's textured. And so it's intended that you can put this wallpaper up on your wall and then you can paint it whatever you want. And I thought that would be so cool to just try jelly plating. So why the heck not?
Purple. What other color do you pick?
Ooh, let's see what goes with purple. Oh, I have several in mind. Let's see. Purple and great. Purple and gold. Purple and metallic gold. Purple and bright yellow gold or bright yellow. What else goes with purple? Guys, what do you want to see with the purple? I have a metallic pink. Oh, I'd love to try gold with the purple too. That's very royal.
So gold and purple, those are the two colors, and we can stray from that however we want, right? Okay.
Let's do purple. And then you could add anything else.
Just to show how different we could get them, you know?
Yeah, teal and peacock blue. We'll do all those, and green. Well, that is. Let's do that as another. Pink, yellow. Hey, Judy. Good to see ya. Okay, so let's see. That's about the right size there.
I started the part she didn't know. But I have to show everybody how loose he is. Can you guys see that picture?
Can you lighten it up and put your light on full on your phone?
Yes.
Your light's usually not on full. Bring it down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't see it, but I have a delay.
Well, he hasn't had
a delay.
Is it better this way? Make a difference. Okay.
She's sleeping on the couch.
Can you see this? Everybody, this is what they see. So it's coming. This is Lucy sleeping on the couch.
And she is snoring.
And she's snoring. Probably can't breathe underneath that blanket.
No, she
well,
can't.
is the door still open?
It was open.
So it's nice.
Too much.
So she climbed the blanket. That's hilarious.
I put the blanket on it.
Oh, you did? Purple and gray. That would be pretdy.
Ooh, so that does sound good.
Oh, hi, Glennis. I heard that I didn't say hi, but I did say hi, ladies.
Did you hear that, Glennis? You got your own. Your dog snores
Your
too.
Special hello.
She is a sweet. Okay, I've still got stuff on my plate. Did you leave grunge on your plate or did you clean it?
Of course. I never clean my plate completely.
Okay, so before you did the purple and gold?
Yeah. All I've gotten is purple so far.
Okay, because I've got a lot of grunge. I was waiting for it to dry. Oh, this is really thick stuff. I
just had a paint explosion.
Grab a thinner paint. I've got thinner paint. This is the squeeze.
That was definitely a thick one.
Yeah. Got those cheap, just little craft ones. They're always thinner. So those are great for jelly plating.
Oh, this one's just old, so it's really thick.
Thick, yeah. Let's see. Now I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this.
Now I probably don't have enough paint. This is just how it works.
Of course.
I actually,
I'm
going to add a little periwinkle.
Ooh, that sounds pretty. I like
It's got that purple-ish tint. So yeah, I just needed more paint. So it was an executive decision.
All right, now I'm going to make a decision on, I want a stencil. This one. I'm deciding. Ooh, I might. Ooh, how will this work with the, I couldn't find the stencils that I used last time. They were right here in a magazine half file thing, and all of a sudden they're gone. So, because I wanted one of the stencils from that. Ooh, I've got some new stencils that we had at the sale this week, though. They're okay. I'm going to try this one.
And that up, you know. What a mess.
Did you make a mess?
I made a mess.
Big old mess.
I made a mess.
All right. I have not tried this wallpaper at all. This is actually the very first time that I'm using this wallpaper.
Oh, yeah?
Been cool. I pulled it out last time we did this and never got to it because, of course, we were trying to do so many things.
Right. We were just excited about all the gel plate fun.
Yeah. I think we need to gel plate more often because then we can show more techniques.
Well, and get more comfortable with it as a group together.
Right.
Also.
Well, and those who are just starting and, just got their gel plates or just going to get them. We do that basic, like I'm just, okay. So what I'm doing, you guys can't see. I'm going to go solo for just a second here so you can see the right.
Ahead.
I put purple paint down here on the right side. And then I laid this stencil on top of it. And then I put the wallpaper on it, just like I did a piece of paper before, to pick up a print through the wallpaper. I mean, through the stencil, but with wallpaper instead of regular paper. So the technique I used is still that most basic technique that we were talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Okay. This is just first layer. But here, it'll come up in a second. Here it comes up on YouTube. Now this is purple. It looks like a royal blue on YouTube, but so I got the stencil print on the wallpaper with the wallpaper texture. Looks really cool. Looks really cool. I love that
stencil. Yeah, it does.
Okay, so we're not done with that one, but now I'm going to add. We said gold. We said purple and gold.
Purple and gold, yeah. I think I'm going to. I'm just doing some different stencils here, kind of in different areas. So it's not. So it's layered, but it's not actually layered because they're not on top of each other. Just to make it easy, I guess.
Okay. So now I'm putting metallic gold on top of the purple and the stencil. Oh, I can't wait to see this one. And I want this one on paper. I'm gonna have to do it again. I'm loving this already, and it's not even done.
Are you using the wallpaper as your paper?
Yep.
Or are you using it as a texture?
No, I'm using it as my piece of paper.
Oh, okay. I'm using it as my texture.
Okay. I'm going to brayer off the rest of my metallic gold over here. Don't want to waste that onto my other.
Yeah, don't waste paint.
Especially not metallic gold.
Yeah, okay. I have so much gold paint. Every time I go to the store, I'm like, oh, I need more gold paint.
I know.
It's my thing, man.
I never have
all the metallics. Yeah.
I can never have too much metallic gold. Oh, I got this a little
gold.
As I said again, I can't pick it up and move it. Otherwise, my design will be on top of itself.
or royal gold.
Royal gold, royal purple.
Rose gold.
Oh, I love rose gold. I love metallic gold, and I love rose gold and copper and bronze.
And all of them.
I love metals.
Me too. I have all the metals that I can get my hands on. That's
All
what
right.
I'm always looking for.
You guys ready to see this?
We are ready.
That's interesting. That's not at all what I expected, but that's because it's the textured wallpaper, not paper.
It's very geometric. It's very cool.
Gold is in the purple.
Cool.
But it's sticking out. Okay, I got one more idea. I'm going to lift this stencil now.
I'm just going to clear this off as much as I can. Just kind of cleaning the plate a little bit here.
I'm going to go
some
back
layers
so they can see you. Okay, there we go.
Oh my gosh, I have missed so much of the conversation here because it stopped for some reason and I had to scroll down. Angie, what is it that you've never done? The gel plate? And Judy, hey Judy, I don't think it sucks up the paint if you're actually spreading it out, because you can use it in so many prints.
Because it has to be thin, it actually doesn't use a lot of paint. I have a ton of paint and a lot of them are old, and I thought, oh good, I'll jelly plate and I can use up a bunch of this paint. And no,
yeah. It's this, if you are rolling out a lot on the surfaces of your stencil or on the wallpaper, or, that's where it would, if that sucks up the paint.
When you do that, you get a lot of prints out of that.
Yeah. Wow. You guys, look at all this crusty yumminess, because I just keep rolling off on this stencil.
Yeah.
So I'm picking up this and that. It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, that's one of the first lessons that we learn, is that we use too much.
Right. If we roll up, yeah.
And we quickly learn to cut back a little because we don't get the images we want.
Right. Okay, now I'm going to do, let's see. I want to do a little bit of sprinkle here. So I used the textured wallpaper for inside of my large stencils here, and I hope it shows up. I mean, I can see it, but we'll see. I do want to do a sprinkle of something though.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'm gonna figure it out. I think I'm gonna use my sprays that I made. One of those probably.
Okay, so I've just been rearing off onto this one. And I layered off some gold, and then the stencil that I picked up from my right one, I laid it upside down on here, and then I rubbed it, and so it made a stencil imprint in between the gold that was there. So I think this is pretty dry. I am going to give it a coat of white.
I wonder if...
And then I'm going to use a different wallpaper to put.
Trying to decide. I want kind of like the star effect, but I don't think, because I want to pull it with a white or a cream color, I'm trying to come up with a different, maybe something glittery.
Silver or a pale blue?
Yeah, I had a silver out. I've already used that pale blue. Something glittery might be fun. I've never really done that.
Pretty.
I think I do have a couple that are made here. Oh, I have silver in that new paint that I got. I forgot about. this stuff, the Lumiere Jacquard Exciter Pack.
Oh yeah.
I think yeah, that's what I'll do. And maybe a blue one.
I got the paint a little heavy on one end of this.
Halo blue gold.
Next time. All right, I'm going to try.
Yeah, Angie, it is all about mixed media. So
yeah,
I'm
sure.
What's that?
Sometimes you just want to put your hands in paint.
Yep. So if you're not getting messy once in a while, you're not getting it all out, right? You gotta get messy sometimes.
That's true.
Okay, so let me see if I can get this to, or if I need to add water to it to get it to do its thing. Let me see. I want just a little brush. I just don't want to stick my thumb in it.
Oh yeah. All right, I need some paper here. I have my paper in the wrong spot. I'm having to turn in a really awkward way to pick up the piece every time. I need that pile of paper up here. We're still working on the purple and gold, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give it some little interest here.
Right.
Little bit of, you know.
I'm not either.
I'll do another one too, a more simple, you know.
I didn't want to grab it, Glennis, until I got this wet paint up. Otherwise, I wouldn't get my print.
I want to show you my hand. I got a lot of stars on my hand. That's ridiculous. I wonder if has anybody used glitter on their gel plate? I know you can use like foil. Like I have like gold leaf and stuff, but you would use like little pieces of it, which I need to make myself a little jar of pieces or something.
I think I would use glitter paint, but
I'm wondering if it's sharp or too sharp. Anybody out there use glitter on their
glitter itself? I think I don't know. I think it'd be really easy for that glitter to get embedded. I would probably
that's what I was thinking too. I was wondering if it was too sharp, because you don't want to use sharp items on your gel plate ever.
And well, you know, and the chunkier the glitter is, the worse it would be. Glass glitter, absolutely no, because it makes just little tiny little holes, and the glitter becomes embedded in it, and then your gel plate's messed up for life.
I'm just picking up some of the extra paint, very gently touching this. Just very, very gently, anything that's kind of thicker. Because I want to make splatters like stars, and I could go over the whole thing when I'm done with some white or silver also.
Yeah.
Boy, I have a lot of paint here now. Okay, so I'm going to pull this. And I think just white.
I really hope this turns out cool, like in my mind.
What I'll do, guys, is try glitter on one of my DIY gel plates so I can test first.
There you go. I don't think I would not use it on a store-bought one.
Right.
It might be away a homemade one, or know that I'm only going to use that for certain things, because I'm always going to get certain kind of texture in it because of the glitter. But
right.
I'm going to use it on an expensive one.
Well,
but I would use
the homemade is the great way to try things out on the homemade plate. So I didn't do a whole lot of brayering there because I didn't want my paint to mix, and I could see that my stars were kind of mixing with my white, and I was just being on the safe side here. So I was careful, and I just did it really quick.
Glennis, that's awesome. I'm gonna show you guys. Glynis has been doing so. She's putting that. Here's one of her papers. Let me see.
Oh, look.
If the lights up. Okay, here we go. This is one of Glynis's. Oh, I love that, Cheran. I love that.
Thank you.
This is really cool. And this is the other one of Glynis's.
Oh, that is cool.
Coming up now. This one's green and yellow. At least it looks green and yellow to me. Glynis, so you put the powder with the paint and a little bit of water in a spray bottle, shook it up, and sprayed the paint. Am I understanding that process?
She's saying she sprinkled it on the plate and then she sprayed it with water.
Say that
again? Is that
again?
right? I think she sprinkled it on her plate and then sprayed it with water.
Where does the paint come in then?
Well, then she would have to use paint to pull it, probably.
Glynis, tell us what your process was there in that, please. Okay, just pulled that one.
So paint, then powder, then water.
No, put down paint, then put down powder, and then sprayed it with water. Okay, got it.
So I'm gonna see the texture showed up from the wallpaper in here, but what I'm gonna do is another. I really like the way my stars came out with the splatters and the. Oh, but I'll do another one similar.
Dinner is served.
Oh,
what's that?
My goodness, it hasn't come up yet. There you go. Dinner has arrived. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So I'm just looking for something I can use that for a texture again in.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop. My dog is making noises. Oh, I forgot I made this stencil too.
Gosh, honey. Yum.
Today. So it's squares, guys. So I'll use it here. And they're random sizes and random placement.
And Julie wants some.
Yeah.
It is yummy. It is. It'll last me 3 meals. It is 3 chicken burritos in chili verde sauce, and it is so covered in chili verde sauce and cheese. Oh, good.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I gotta find a different purple.
That is so good. Okay. I need to do something on this.
Is that really the only purple I own? Oh, I have purple over here. Oh, I have other purple styles of paint, but that was the last purple craft paint I bought, apparently. I have purple acrylic paint in tubes. That's different.
Yeah, I've got, that's what I'm using right now, actually. And last time I used the other one, and I've got mostly the purple or the acrylic paint in the tubes, like this.
Yeah. I mean, in tiny artist tubes. I mean, in the little metal ones,
and some medium ones, and some little ones. And hey, honey.
Hey, Woody.
Oh, look at you go! Do me a favor. I am not going to put my stencils in this water. I decided I like the crust, and I really need this space. Could you take this can of water away from me?
Yeah.
Without me spilling it.
So if you're using acrylic paint, your stencils will actually clean after they're dried. I don't know if you know that. It kind of peels off, or at least kind of rolls off.
Thank you for feeding me.
Feed me.
There will be some in Margie's box.
What?
I'll put them in Margie's box.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but
her box from mail. I'll send
Margie wants them too.
I was so bummed today because I talked to Cheran just a few minutes before the live, and I said, Cheran, did you get your mail today? And she says, no.
Whoa.
She went all the way down the stairs with her bum knee to get her mail. And her mail
she told me, yeah.
Something in your mail you need to see. And
Ah,
it wasn't there. And I was so bummed. I really wanted her to have it for tonight. Not to
really bummed and curious.
Not to use it for tonight, but so, you know, I don't know why. Because I wanted to see you open it live, and we were on the pre call.
You guys know we do that sometimes. We'll send each other a package and open it live, like, or at least on the phone with each other, so we can get excited together.
Mm-hmm. But this one's extra special.
Oh, I'm so excited!
This one is extra special, and I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, don't give me any more hints, because then I'll just wonder more, and it'll, yeah, I won't be able to sleep, and then.
And I promise you this: you would never, ever, ever guess.
Stop giving me hints, darn it! Okay, no more hints.
I'd like to see it open live too. Maybe we need to go live when you open it, Cheran, for even just for a few minutes. We could do that. We could do that.
Yeah.
I think we should, because I know what it is. And we should.
I will. Yeah.
I think that would be amazing. Julie, Marianne's actually having something to eat and not starving. It is true, and I'm talking with my mouth full, and I'm so sorry. I do apologize. But
you're making me hungry.
That is so good.
I brought a banana. That's what I should have. It's a banana.
So good. All right. I'm going to show you another technique. I want to do this on the wallpaper. Let's see. I'll do it over here so that y'all can see it. In this little case, I have all my little gel plates. These guys are just minis. And let's see. I think maybe we'll use the round one. We'll use the round one. Okay. The square one or the round one. That's what I would use. All right. So on this round, oh, I'm sorry. I have to take another bite. This is so good. so good.
I'm about to get my banana out. You're making me hungrier.
Oh. I'm going to. I've not done this technique with this, so let's hope it works. It's thin enough that it should. This, I'm just putting this with all these little holes over the top of it. Actually, I could just cut it off right there. I have a roll of this, small roll, and I had to cut this piece off because, well, it looks like I got hold of it and chewed it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh, you sure? Because I don't know.
And guess what I bought yesterday?
A chew toy?
I bought a library book that now is a chew toy.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. Yep, I can't turn it back into the library missing a cover, right?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Lucy, huh? You got some explaining to do.
Yeah, exactly. And she knew. She looked at me. I walked out there and she looked at me like, uh-oh. She knew.
Little stinker.
Yeah. Okay, I'm shaking up my metallic gold. Let's see. I think maybe I want to try this one. This one is called Pure Gold. Let's see. Is there anything still in there? Let's find out. see.
Unmounted some of my stamps and this one ripped and I was so mad. I need to just do that foam back down.
Yeah.
This one's really deep, or I wouldn't use it with paint. The spaces are pretty, pretty far apart and it's really deep. It's my favorite.
Yeah, you can keep renewing it. You have like 3 renewals, which I've probably used, but until somebody else wants it, and then as soon as somebody else gets on the waiting list for it, you can't renew it anymore. I think this is a yeah, keep renewing it for how many years?
There you go. Yeah, for years and years and years.
Okay, so I put this down on my little tiny round one, and I don't want all these chunks of white on here. This is full of white paint now. I really wanted a clean.
Oh, I was going to tell you guys, this is a really great way to change an envelope, like the envelope, junk mail envelopes, and it's just a really thing to, like I want to make a booklet out of this. I actually took notes on it because the phone rang. But I don't remember this, it was a USB, like a cable. So this is a great way to get color on something that you're trying to cover like that. And, quickly, and you can keep adding to it.
I got enough paint on here
to cover.
Do a second one. I got way too much paint. It's dripping off the side there. I probably got enough paint to do a third one. So let me just bring a third little guy up here.
I'm going to get to pull so many prints off of this because it only will pull up so many layers of paint at a time. So it's so fun that you just keep adding white paint and pulling and pulling and pulling until you get down to your bare plate.
Yes. I had too much paint on my brayer. I put too much paint down. And so see what happens when I go to spread it. It spread through the holes of the little stencil and then it spread right underneath it. And so it's not very stencily. It is a little bit, but I got to let that dry a little bit. Okay, this is pretty good stencil here, except you can see this round one as I pick it up. On the front edge here, you can see all the extra paint collected on those round dots and on the edge. I just had too much paint there. But if I run the brayer over it now, all I'll do is smear all those gold dots. And I don't want to do that. So this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm trying to get it where you can see it without.
Are you using it as a stamp?
I am.
I love gel plates as stamps. I think they're so good for that.
So I'm taking this little tiny gel plate and I'm going to turn it over, get that gel plate out of the way. And I'm going to use it as a stamp on this wallpaper. Ooh,
Judy wants you to add turquoise.
To the gold and purple? I love turquoise. Turquoise, some of my favorite gel prints ever that I've done are turquoise and black. Okay, you know what I need is an acrylic block.
But I should have got out with some black paper tonight.
Why didn't I even get an acrylic block? Okay, an acrylic block that you would put a stamp on. Just put your gel plate on it, this little tiny one. And use it as a stamp.
Wish this would dry. I feel like I've been waiting for paint to dry for so long. I keep doing all these different layers.
That's funny.
Well, I keep doing all these complicated, I need to just go in layers, honestly. One at a time.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, it's all about playing with it and discovering maybe something new. And
this one's not sticking to my acrylic block because there's grungy on all over it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Let's see. This one should. I don't think it had anything on it.
All right, let's see. I'm just going to go white. Where's my Numinator? Got it. Oh no, I got paint on it. When I splattered on the stars.
Oh, that's good. No wonder that. Jeez.
Was that your phone?
No. It could have been my computer. I don't know. Was it yours?
I don't think so.
If not yours, it was probably mine. I don't know.
Oh, you guys, look.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. All right. Lift it up higher and then to your right.
Oh, my camera got moved a little bit. Sorry, guys. Is it right? What, right side up? Did it change at all? Okay. Well, I'm going to put it back. There we go.
There you go. Perfect. Oh, there that's great. I like it.
I love all the different colors in there. I don't know if you can see them. But there's so much yummy color there.
Yeah, there's tons of color.
Yes. I love it. Each one making the other one more rich too.
The metallic in there. Judy's too patient to let anything dry. Like it.
Impatient, you mean?
Well, the only thing about doing layers on this is that you have to let each layer dry, or all the next layer will do is smear it.
Yeah. Well, and it's about doing thin paint anyway. So generally it doesn't take that long to dry. It's just, if you add more than, oh, look how yummy.
Yeah, if you do thin acrylic, it dries fast. I do love all the color in there, the dark streaks and the metallic. That was a really
thank you. The streaks are actually the stamp that I use that has the big open cursive.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this corner right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. How delicious that gold and coppery and it's so good. I love it.
When you move it, we see all the metallics just shining, and I love it. And I love the black that comes through, within the metallic here and there. I love that. That's it is so pretty. That's one of my favorites.
Mine too. It didn't look that special on the plate.
Oh.
Not this special.
Right. That
so do you see where I used that texture wallpaper though? In these squares. I used it there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm trying something a little different here because I want to.
Yeah, it's my stamp that I unmounted that I don't know what I did with now. Right here. It's a cursive sort of stamp with really deep ridges, so that because otherwise it's one of my favorite stamps and I wouldn't want to worry that the paint clogged it.
Right.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah.
So fun. Okay, now I want to use unusual items for my next, and I'm not going to clean my plate. Notice.
Right.
Oh, cleaning allowed.
No cleaning allowed. It's more fun.
That's right.
Anyway.
Huh?
It's more fun when you don't, unless you're going to do absolute complete weird colors that aren't going to, go together at all, or you want a specific type of print, and so you want to make sure you don't have grunge. But if you're just making cool pages, then
right.
I just really like to.
I think I want to do something pretty this time because I did geometric.
I thought that last one was very pretty.
Oh, well, yeah. That was unexpected, though. It wasn't at all what I thought was going to happen.
Okay. Here, I want to show you my piece of wallpaper. I did it on the wallpaper. So it looks blue. It's purple. It's royal purple and metallic gold.
Very cool.
I can't even see the metallic gold on there in the
You can really see the texture of the wallpaper.
Yeah. I can't, and even the perimeter has the metallic gold, but I don't see much metallic gold on the, that's funny. Yeah, so that was kind of fun. Oh, and here's the other one. This is the other one that is the actual piece of wallpaper. And it is purple and the metallic gold in a different manner. Now, you used your piece of wallpaper as texture. You could,
Right.
after you used it as texture and it has a bunch of paint on it, you could end up using it
as a stamp.
Oh,
yeah, it's a great way to paint something like that too. And to layer up paint on it and then use it in a project, that would be super fun. In something mixed media, with grungy paint and
right.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Can you actually see the metallic gold on this one with the purple? I don't know.
Hold it up to the camera and kind of tilt it back and forth. Let's see. It's got a shine to it.
But not really metallic, huh?
No, I see metallic. I think it gets lost in the deep pattern on the paper.
It doesn't in real life, but and here's the thing. When I put it down and then lifted it up, the gold, when you kind of lift from paint and the paint kind of comes up in little tiny lines and mountains, the gold did that because the paper is uneven. And so the gold did that, and so the gold has created texture on this texture. Like right there. It's just really cool looking because the texture on the texture.
I think I'm going to do some masks and some fun stencils and share that process.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a second plate, Glynis. Maybe I should see if I could get us a discount on jelly plates somewhere, huh?
You could make them. It's hard to find a discount on a gel plate though. They're expensive. There's no way around it. You have to buy them in bulk in the classroom packs to get a discount, I think.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get bulk for sale for anybody who wants them. But
so I've got all these shapes here. Not quite ready to look at Christmas stuff. I should be. It's November. I don't know what's wrong with me this year. I'm just not
feeling well. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably exactly what it is.
I totally get it.
Oh, here's what I could use for a tool. You guys see that?
Yeah. I'm going to play a little. I'm going to put some gold down on the
leaves. So I have all these little shapes. Oh, there's a cloud. That's fun. So I'm just going to use some ovals, I think, and kind of like I could add it to a journal, and it would be places to put a picture or write, or I've got 3 different sizes here. I also have the offcuts or the pieces from, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's clear, but it's the pieces from the stencils I made. So I saved all those little pieces.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys can use embossing folders too for texture.
Yep.
You can lay down a stencil, paint over it, and then use the embossing folder like I used the wallpaper to make little textures in your shapes.
It has a shape or levels or cutout.
And the larger cutout, the better if you're going to do something inside of it.
Yeah.
So I've got some ovals and I've got some diamonds here. So I told Kenzie it was her job to make dinner tonight.
Cool.
And tonight is the test where I don't help her at all.
Wow.
And she is on her own from the beginning to the end with no questions.
Wow.
And I told her, you're cooking this and you're cooking this. Figure it out.
What's for dinner?
Well, I pre-seasoned the chicken breasts.
Uh-huh.
When I put them in the fridge to thaw.
Right.
And then there's like a tortellini with asparagus and tomato sauce, but it's frozen, and I told her she could put it together any way she wanted, and she had to figure out how she was going to cook that chicken.
Cool.
Because there's so many options.
Sure. She can do it.
So we'll see how she does. We'll see how she puts it together. She might cut the chicken up and stick it in the pasta. Yeah. It could go on top of the pasta.
Well, I told Doug it was his night for dinner, and you saw what I got.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when it's Bill's turn to cook. I get takeout. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little prettier this time.
I forgot to put the link to our live in the groups so that people would remember.
Oh, everybody knows where to find it now, right?
Well, we've got so many new people.
Oh, that's so true. If they're not subscribed to the page.
Well, and they might be, but still get past us when we're busy. They do me. I'll come back and all of a sudden I'll have five notifications of things that happen for YouTube pages I'm subscribed to that I really wanted to see, but
oh no. Yeah. I have some new stencils I haven't used yet that I got for my birthday.
I just put gold paint on my face.
I think the husband is home now.
What other color goes with gold? Royal blue, huh? Teal?
Yeah.
Somebody said.
Well,
we did some purple. I think this is a primer. I think I'm going to grab the other paint that's thinner up here.
So I have some grunge on my plate I'm going to get off first.
Okay.
With one of these new stencils, I believe. I think this lion, he's kind of cool. And the Harlequin.
Royal blue.
Just want to remove the paint.
Oh, there's a good royal blue. That's called peacock blue. Of course, it's a good one.
I'm going to read some comments. Gold and silver.
Oh, yeah. That would be pretty, too. Cobalt.
Dropped a whole lot of cards, Julie. What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Judy, I got my glycerin on Amazon, and I bought like a quart jug of it for the gel plates. Is that what you're asking about?
Julie, are you playing 52 card pickup? Yeah, the glycerin is the only kind of expensive part of that.
Yeah, well, and if you buy it in a larger amount, it's not at all. You can make
more jelly plates.
Yeah, I made a whole lot of gel plates with that to experiment with for the group. And I even sent my sister home with one the other day. Because she came over and got all excited about she had never seen a gel plate. I got way too much paint on there. She was pretty excited. Yeah. Cool. It's okay. I'm just going to roll it over here. So I got these stencils and I didn't know how big and how thick they were going to be.
Right.
They're pretty thick. I actually think I want to do the crown too.
Oh, that's watery.
So I got a huge pack of them though.
Tidying up and dropped a whole lot of cards. I think Julie, don't you have company? Aren't your parents coming over today? Is it their anniversary or something? I remember, right? That's what you're cooking dinner for? As a good daughter.
The only problem with thick stencils is it's hard to get the paint down in there sometimes when you're using a brayer. It just doesn't like it.
Right.
It kind of skips the edges. And
thick stencils, it's almost easier just to use a medium that you're going to spread with a card or something, huh?
What's that?
Thick stencils, it's almost easier to use a medium that you're going to spread with a card or something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Nice, chunky. Look at all those layers coming up. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Metallic gold down, and then I put this piece of lace over it. And then I took this, this is peacock blue. Oh, I thought I was going to use cobalt. I was going to try that first. This peacock blue, whoops, I just moved the lace around. Oh, well. Took this peacock blue and going over it so that I should get some of the lace print.
It smells like dinner.
Smells like dinner? Huh? 80th birthdays. Wow. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's...
I don't have a whole lot of red, believe it or not. Oh, I have big giant reds is what I have.
I need some paper.
All my primaries and even my silver and gold, I have in the big giant bottles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I want my sponge, I guess. This color of red needs changed.
This on instead of brayering it on with that lace, but
this is the one I need to, the antique copper is the one I need to replace right now. It's almost gone.
Yeah, there's textile paint, textile medium if you print on fabric.
Oh, yeah. It's fun to use fabric on your gel plate. But I was telling my sister, I think the best way to go about doing it would be to kind of do it on like a piece of white cotton and then sew it to the whatever, the bag or the shirt or the jacket or whatever it is you're going to do. I think it would just be just in case you don't mess up a bag or a jacket or a, you know, right. Because it's not paper. You can't just add more layers.
Or just throw it away.
Yeah, you don't want to have to do that. Yeah. So just a thought.
Yeah. Where's Amy tonight?
So
I was just thinking about M&M.
No,
I don't have any M&Ms, but
I know she was busy. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually darken this up a bit. I feel like I'm just picking up the paint every time I go back over it because sometimes the stencil,
it starts to get sticky. It starts to get sticky. It starts to dry out, and then every time I go over it, trying to spread it evenly, it just picks it up and starts to make holes. All right, this is peacock blue. I'm using it to pick up the last of the metallic gold that was still sitting on this plate. Get a piece of paper. I love peacock blue, all the peacock colors. They're my favorites. Some of my favorites. What color is your favorite? All of them. Oh, what happened? Oh, we lost Cheran. Oh, she'll be back, hopefully. I don't know why. Maybe your phone overheated, it kicked her off. But now you can see both of my plates. This is the one I've been brayering off on, and the one I'm using right now, trying to pick up the rest of that gold with the peacock blue. Let's see what we get with that. Oh, yeah. Ooh, there's even a little bit of green grunge left from before. Okay, so that's metallic gold and peacock blue. That would make a great background. Nice. Okay. So let's do a layering of stencils. Have you done that? Have you layered stencils? Excuse me while I take a bite of dinner. So good. All right. What colors, guys? Should we stick with the peacock blue for a little bit? What should we put with it? Oh, let's see. Look, I've got a metallic red. That's pretty. I think I have a metallic green. Metallic green might be pretty with peacock blue, huh? Oh, where's Cheran? I don't see her back yet. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, let's put the peacock blue down. Emerald green. Ooh, that would be pretty. I have to get up and get a couple more of the small acrylic paints, not plates. I'm going to put the peacock blue down. There's Cheran. Cord wasn't plugged in. Oh, no. Shoot. Cord wasn't plugged in, so her phone died. Darn it. Well, get it plugged in and come back. We miss you. Okay. I got plenty of paint on this one. Probably a little too much paint on this one. So I'll just brayer it off onto some of these little guys. So I can pick up something there. 5 minutes. You got it, Cheran. Brayer it off onto this one. Okay. And onto this one. All right. And now, let's see. Now I say we put a stencil down. What? Oh. All right. Here we go. Which side? Doesn't matter. Doesn't look like it much matters. Can you see what that stencil is? I think you can. Okay. And I really don't want to get the edges, although I'm probably going to anyway. So I'm going to use this little brayer and see if I can keep it within the stencil and not get a big square edge around it. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. This is metallic green. That's really pretty. Yeah, a lot of paint. Hopefully not way too much paint. Hopefully we'll actually get a decent print because I did put too much paint here. So sometimes when you put too much paint and then you're brayering it, it just pushes it under the stencil. And then that's why you end up with, yeah, not a very clear print of whatever your stencil is because you pushed paint under the stencil because you have too much paint. I tend to be heavy-handed. I have to be conscious of not putting too much paint. Easy to do for me. Okay, so I'm just brayering off over here. Oh, look at that. It's big. Look at my pretty brayer. It just picked up all these different layers right there. So what I should do, man, that is pretty. I wish that would go back down there. Put a little layer, a thin layer of a light color. Oh, yeah, a little too much paint. See how right here where it pushed it underneath the Oh, no, it didn't. Those are bigger, whiter spots on there. Ah, sweet. Okay, I'm going to turn this over on this one. All right, let's see. We need to check out what Candy's doing because she's working with us too. Glynis, if you do more along the way, you got to show us. Ooh, Candy, awesome. That is beautiful. All right, I'm going to hold it up here so you can see what Candy's doing. Look at all the color in that. I can see the clocks. Would make a good steampunk background. Yeah, that's pretty. Great color, Candy. Yeah, send any others that you are doing. Glynis, you too. I know you've done more than those two, Glynis. I know you. Oh. Okay. So I don't want to brayer over that. I just want for this to go down to where I get that the imprint. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go right over the top of this because I really want to push this stencil in so I get a ghost print of that feather, peacock feather. So I might get just a little bit of ghost print on this one. Oh, I did. Look, I got a ghost print of a peacock feather. Love it. That's cool. Like that. And I did that so I could get, oh, look, it picked up some of the, I did that so I could get this. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to put a thin layer of something really light over it. Oh, Glynis. All right, Candy, you got to send more too. Look what Glynis has done. Okay, so we saw those two. Ooh. Here's some more from Glynis. Loving the colors. And this looks like you put down the powder and sprayed it as well. Love the colors on that one. Oh, here we go. Completely different colors. Really like that. That's pretty. Okay, and ooh, yellow and green. There's a layering of stencils there. I should be picking this guy up. Oh, it's a great background to build on, especially for steampunk or zombie apocalypse or one of those. Okay. That's cool. There's another one. I'm going to have to try putting the powder down and then spraying it with water. Let's see. I'm going to put a piece of paper right on top of this peacock feather here and see if I can lift that in a decent way. Okay, so next Saturday, a week from tonight, we are beeswaxing napkins. And I never did get a count. Maybe Liz has it written down. I don't know if people ever spoke up though. I don't have a count of how many people or names of people or anything of people who are interested in getting a block of beeswax if I can get a bulk deal on them. So I don't really know who. Oh, wow. at that. And that's really peacock colors. That did turn out really cool. I like that one. Like that one a lot. But now if you look at my plates, I still have, you can still see 2 peacock feathers on there very clearly, right? So we can put a thin layer of anything down on those and pick up the either both of those prints. I like that peacock feather. That turned out pretty cool. All right, let's see. Should I put white? Or that might be cool with the gold coming through that. I don't know. I'm having a thing for metallic gold tonight. Only metallic. Thanks, guys. I love that one too. I think that is really pretty. I think I probably want to do something over that. I can see spraying this one with a glimmer mist too. Even though that green is metallic, it needs a little more blue on the feather itself. Okay, maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's what we need to do. Now that it's dry, let's see how this will work. A thin layer of blue over the top of that metallic green that's on, that is the peacock feather. Okay, now let's quickly pick that up. Oh, I almost missed the page. There's Cheran. Let's get her back in here.
There we go.
Yay!
Okay, so my cord is loose. I need a new one, and it was not plugged in. I thought it was.
Oh,
I can't check it because it's upside down. I can't see it. Sorry about that, guys. So I hobbled downstairs and said hello to my husband, and I had to pee anyway, so it kind of worked out.
Good. Cheran, it'll take it a second to come up, but
yeah, show me what you got.
I'm gonna show you. So here is a couple of peacock feathers that I did, and I'm still using the same print. I'm pulling more.
Oh yeah.
This is peacock blue, metallic green, and metallic gold. Can you see the peacock feather in that one? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
If I get the right angle, maybe you can.
That's a lot of paint. That's very cool.
And then I'm about ready to pull up. I had imprints of the peacocks down on here. The feathers, not the peacock, the feather. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Ah, cool. So I put a little bit of the peacock blue over the top of it, because there's just enough of the metallic green of the peacock feather still down there. I don't know can you see the feather on camera?
I can see it when you tilt it to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Like that.
Very cool.
Then I got another one over on this other one. I think I'm going to try that one covered in metallic gold. So I tried that one in blue. I'm going to try this one in metallic gold. See what happens. Let's see what happens, shall we? I think that's our favorite line. Do it. Let's see what happens.
No, I love it. I love, me. I'm all about the experiment that goes with every bit of this.
I think that's our favorite line. Do it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. That's our motto. I mean,
yeah, do it. Let's see what happens. Great motto.
I love it.
I think I just overdid the gold metallic paint on that plate, but that's okay. And that will make a full background there. Let's see.
I have a variety of papers next to me, and I keep just grabbing the same. I mean, I have that architecture paper.
Tissue paper and book pages. And
yeah, I've got book pages. Those really thin Bible pages, the Asian Bible pages. Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait for this one. I hope this one turns out as good as the others. Better than the others.
It's very thin, but I got that off the stencil.
Oh, cool.
Right,
I like it.
It's a great start to something else.
Yeah.
Right?
Build on.
Okay. So now I think just white. I did kind of a green and cream in the with the lion, kind of looking like royal, sort of. Sort of royal. I think I might put this on cardstock, maybe. All right.
Cardstock. Wait. Then you can cut it up, make cards out of it. Christmas card.
Just turn it into something, I don't know what.
You can punch it out or cut it out and make great die cuts and embellishments for your books.
Kitty, no. Kitty, no. Oh, she shouldn't be up here.
Hey, you guys ready for this lift?
I lost the screen.
Goodness.
Stinker. Hold on.
Hey.
I can't see our screen now.
All right. This is metallic gold, metallic green, and peacock blue. And you can see the peacock feather in there. That's cool. I like that one a lot.
Getting back on the, yeah, there we go.
What about glimmer mist? The only one you have is gold. Yeah, glimmer mists are awesome. You can use those on here as well. In fact,
okay. Sorry.
Let's do a little bit of that.
Need to mess that one.
That's half the fun.
This one's almost gone, so what's that?
That's half the fun.
Yeah. Well, that one's almost gone, and it's got a chunk in it, so it's like coming out in a sloppy mess. It's like paint boogers. Paint boogers.
Okay, this is red tulip. Red tulip glitter spray. Tattered Angels glitter spray. So what would go with red tulip? What color paints? Ooh, yellow.
With red tulip?
Yellow and orange.
Numinator. Where's my numinator?
Mine's right here.
Oh, there it is.
I'm going to grab some of the little acrylic paint that's thinner up here in yellow, orange. Let's see what we can do with that. How about that one? Maybe I want to like a daffodil.
Oh, I didn't pull up my whole lion.
Aw.
But it looks cool still.
Cool.
But the whole lion didn't come up.
That's what I want. And then
Let me see if I can get it on here. Do you know why that happened? Because I do. I did not get enough paint on it to reactivate it. Because that's how it works. Oh, there we go. See, now I've got half a lion here and half a lion here.
Well, you have to do it to show so that they can see what happens if you have too much paint, which I did, or not enough paint.
That's true. See that? Yep. Yeah. Look, it picked up some, it looks pretty cool because it picked up some blue that I had on there from before. Like it cleaned my plate off. And you could barely see that anything was left on there.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't hate it, even though I don't have my whole lion. I could go back over it with a stencil. Sorry, kitty interruption. Kitty interrupted.
It's okay.
I'm gonna put her outside the door here. She's gonna hate me. Come on, come over here. Come on, come over here.
Neon blue. How about
go out? All right.
Turquoise. All right. I'm just gonna mix a bunch of colors that I like. We'll
There
see
you go.
here.
And see what happens.
Try it. See what happens.
Why not?
Why not? All right. So
I'm just pulling more paint off my plate while I can.
So I'm gonna put some yellow down here because I've got all this blue on here that needs to be picked up. So whoa, that's bright. Bright.
Wow.
Dandelion yellow.
Like a rainbow.
I like that. That's pretty.
That's my plate. That's just cleaning up my plate.
I love it when you get everything like that up because all the colors that you put down are always so great together.
On accident. Yeah.
Look how pretty my little brayer is because all the paint started coming up on this little brayer and it's just gorgeous.
Sometimes they'll peel off in one thick piece on the brayer.
Yeah.
And you can use it as a paint skin, which is really fun.
Yeah. I didn't want it to come up on the brayer because it was peeling it off the plate. But the brayer is now so pretty, but it's
wow.
thin.
This is an accident. These are the kind of things I love about gel plates right here.
Yep. The happy accidents.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you see what that just picked up?
Yeah, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Yeah.
I get a little giddy over chippy paint and crusty bits.
I was like, oh, that's such a cool image. Thanks, Toby. Toby says very cool looking, really pretty. That's awesome. All right, so I got this bright dandelion yellow down.
I'm not getting the chat for some reason. After all that, you know.
After all that, you're not getting chat?
Well, I see chat, but it goes way back. Oh, you're Toby is on Facebook, huh?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting chat.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to set. I guess none of these are really wet and I can keep going over them. That's awesome. Keep going over them. Okay. Stencil.
Looking for another stencil that I want to put down here. It doesn't have, oh, here we go.
I think maybe this one. Off to the side. A little bit of purple.
I have a plastic doily here that I just put down on one of them.
Oh, I got one of those out. Not sure if I was going to use it.
Yep.
Okay, well, I've got all this paint. I'm going to go up here too. And try not to mess up what I've got so far. Just like that. Okay.
Okay. Whoop. Don't bumpity.
What happened?
Just bumping into things accidentally.
Seeing how much paint I can get off this stencil.
I'm just thinking, so I put this down. It's like a flower, but it almost kind of looks like a sun. I'm thinking about putting the turquoise over both of these. I didn't have the right shade of orange. I really wanted to use orange, like a yellow and an orange. And then I've got a red spray that I want to put on it. But
sometimes it reminds me of, you know, when you get your legs waxed, or if you've ever done that, it's like tearing off that bit of wax when you're pulling it.
Yeah. That's true. I just didn't have the right color orange to work for that I wanted. So an apricot wouldn't work. The closest thing I had was a pumpkin, and it's not really what I wanted. So, oh look, it's picking up the yellow. What a dork! I didn't wait for it to completely dry. Even worse, I was going to put down. Oh shoot, man, broke my own rules and didn't work. Of course, because not supposed to. I didn't let it dry. Doesn't work if it doesn't dry, Marianne. This is kind of a thick stencil, this lace doily right here, plastic one. So when I brayer over it, stuff isn't really going down in between it, but that's okay because, where's my spray? I'm going to do this.
So I was just gonna kind of get some dots off on here while I wait for that, because I'm being impatient. So
I'm going to show this. I put down the turquoise paint over the yellow. This is a doily stencil, a plastic doily I'm using as a stencil. And then I just sprayed, I gave it a little bit of this. It's red tulips, tattered angels. I don't know, it didn't seem like enough, so I'm going heavy on it. I just sprayed over the stencil. So we'll see what we get there. I can actually take a pair of tweezers and lift that stencil up. It's certainly not dry, so I really don't want to touch it, but I can do that. Oh, yeah.
What's happened to it?
I oversprayed. I sprayed too much. I mean, it was, I probably had, could see it, and then I sprayed more and lost it. So it's too much spray on the.
It happens.
Yeah. That's okay. It's okay, because you can always go on top of it and turn it into something.
Oh yeah, it's always the background option.
Yep. It actually has a really pretty background because with the yellow, that red, it all turned to orange. It turned the color of orange that I was trying to find to go with the red and yellow.
Well, that's cool.
Is totally picking up all this paint off of this. Wow.
Remember when I was splattering the silver? I got it all over my phone above my desk. I noticed it when I was plugging it back in.
All right, now I'm going to pick up this one ever so carefully.
So I'm going to see if I can't get a light print. Not trying to pick up all the paint, just a real quick go over a little bit. And then that helps me to get more to dry so that I can get a light color down. I think no silver glaze. I had to pull another white out. That other one was chunky. Chunky.
Yeah. I got a few that are like that. I don't know, either everybody's quiet or I'm not getting any chat either, because
yeah, I think a lot of people are doing this with us. So Margie's our cheerleader. She has pom-poms.
Yeah. What though? She probably fell asleep on us. We're boring, Margie. We're boring her to sleep.
I love watching gel plate videos, you guys. I have a That is how I got started in this in the first place. And it's because they're so addictive to watch. Aren't they?
Fun. I mean, just like we don't ever know what's going to come up of each pull.
Right.
When you're watching it, you have no idea what to expect. You don't know what's going to come up.
Oh, it's so fun. Like, you just can't stop watching. Mm-hmm. Just like so addictive to do gel prints because, you know, you keep making them. Because you're like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I do this.
Okay, so
that's the best part.
I'm going to layer a stencil, but I have run out of, I got to move some of this paint because it's taking up space now that I need this big stencil to overlap and lay out.
I have 2 pieces of paper, I think.
I'm going to use some more of these colors. Okay, so this is a 12 by 12 stencil, but I'm gonna lay it down here.
So I was going to say, I can't imagine watching 2 people with their gel plate because it's double the fun. There we go. That's pretty.
Well, Julie's ready for visitors, and that we knew, that we understood. But what happened to Margie, Julie? Did we bore her to sleep? She's not playing with Getty and going, Getty, you're way more fun. You're way more fun than them. They're boring. She's just mad because
it does take longer to dry.
Your package didn't come today, and because she wanted to watch you open it on screen too. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, now you're just dropping hints left and right. Knock it off. You're trying to get me all pumped up.
Don't give you any hints at all.
What's that?
I'm really not giving you any hints at all.
Does everyone know what it is?
Nope.
Or just you?
Okay. Just me.
Oh, I thought maybe Margie knew the way you said that.
Well, so Margie wanted to watch you open it on screen too.
Yeah.
So she decided to be mad at us because it didn't come and she can't watch you open it live. So.
Yeah. So do you see this? There's a lot of gold undertone in that purple paint.
Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. How many did you use on that one?
How many different what?
Stencils.
I only used, I used this for a little random, my sequin trim, and then I used the other stencil. That's it.
Wow.
And I still have some of it down here. I think what I want to do is pull out some black paper. I think I have a piece right here ready for this. And because this is so metallic, this this other, you know, paint, and then I think I'm going to use like one of these and get more metallic-y on it. Maybe I'll try the pink. I haven't tried the pink yet.
Candy, we understood for you because we know you're jelly plating.
Yeah, we get it. It's okay.
Later and go, oh my gosh, I fell asleep.
Sometimes we feel like that too. It's okay.
Yeah. I was about ready to do that about 5 o'clock, but
you're awake now.
Yeah, I hung in there and knew that I would get a second wind with you guys. Always do.
Yeah,
I always
me
do.
too.
You guys energize me. I love it.
Yeah, I can be so tired, and I always get energy from you guys. But you know.
So, in case you didn't see, this is a stencil on a stencil. So I put I put down yellow, and then I put a stencil on it of a big flower, and then I put down turquoise over that, and then I lifted that stencil off. I not lift the paint, I just removed the stencil. And then I laid down this second stencil. And
I really like that geometric stencil.
That's pretty cool, huh? This second stencil, now I put another layer of turquoise, a thin layer of turquoise to lift it up. So I should, for all intents and purposes, I should be able to do one right here.
Now you guys won't be able to see this double texture. It's very close in color, but it's like a damask the way it worked out.
Love,
can see it.
love that. I love the shine. Oh, you just remind me. I got to grab some of the other paper I have here after this one.
Yeah, I love that too.
Okay, so I should be able to pull up between in the cutouts of this stencil.
What? What? Oh, okay. I see the delay now. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at all that color.
Oh, isn't that pretty? I love the pretty color.
It's very shiny.
Okay, and then yeah,
these make really great card backgrounds, you guys. If you put, you know, like some die cut letters over it, or there's just lots of ways to go about it. Really cool cards. Like you just, you know, cut out and mat a rectangle. Oh, that reminds me, I have some envelopes that I pulled aside.
Because I like that one so much with the
Not much off there.
I'm gonna do another one with the peacock feather.
So this one and this one are from the same one.
Mm.
I'm gonna stick these to the side as well as this one. This is how we end up with like 100 of them when we're done.
Especially when you use a whole bunch of different colors, because then I stick them in a magazine holder and then they're just sitting here. And then when I need something, I just look for the right colors.
Yeah.
You can tear a piece off. You can use it in collage to add a little bit of color to something. Okay, I'm going to use some of this as background over here.
So I had those ovals I took out that I was going to, when I got sidetracked, I mean. And I can't see them because they're clear, so I hope I'm getting them on there straight.
Yeah, I know. That's hard sometimes.
Yeah. So these are masks, if anyone doesn't know that yet. In case you missed it last time. Are they straight? Ish? Okay. So I have 4 of them down. And I think I want to use some of these first. I really, really like this stencil, but it's one of those ones that's starting to, you know, the little pieces are starting to bend. Which is fine for something like this, but
yeah.
It's hard to use with like ink. That's from using it with ink, you know.
Yep.
And I want to use a dark color first. I'm going to end up with pink grungy on my paper. I want to take most of this off. Usually I like that, but I don't use a lot of pink, and pink doesn't generally go with the colors it's not going to happen. All right. Well, I guess we're risking it. That's right.
Yep. It is worth the risk.
It is. That's how you end up with magic, where it just like comes out so cool.
What happens?
What's that?
Do it. See what happens.
Yeah. You know, always pounce up and down with a stencil. Sometimes you'll get where it bleeds under the shape, but if you pounce up and down, it kind of helps with that.
Yeah, it's true.
And I notice if I'm going to have some bleed under, it's going to be where a stencil is bent or where I've over pounced trying to get all of it. Yeah.
Well, I'm off screen, but I'm over here on my 5x7 that I had set the flower stencil on. And so I just put some metallic green over it. Oh, I love that metallic green. That is so cool.
What is this? You're supposed to take your meds now, Marianne.
Yeah, I don't even have any in here because I ran out in here. So I'll probably text Doug to bring me some.
That was a joke. Do you really need to take your meds now?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
I forget if I don't have alarm set.
Oh my gosh, I know you so well that I knew what that was, apparently.
Funny. And you didn't even know. You knew me so well that you knew.
No.
I know. Isn't that hilarious? Oh my gosh. I wish I could give you guys a bite of this burrito. So
Please.
good.
Can I have a bite of that burrito?
Oh, you can.
So hungry.
Judy, are you talking about the one that I just showed? Because I did one on deli paper while Cheran was talking, and I just picked it up, but then I set it back down. I didn't even say anything about it. This is deli paper. Love that. Oh, which one looks like dragon skin? This one, I think, kind of looks like dragon skin, doesn't it? Or was it Cheran's that looks like dragon skin?
Which one did I have?
Oh, it might be.
I don't know.
I think it was yours.
I don't know. I don't know what I was just holding. So.
Oh, so this one on the deli paper that I just had, that's the one that Judy said she loves. That is really pretty. That's metallic gold and the metallic green, which is like the peacock green. There's a little bit of peacock blue in there, and the yellow, the dandelion yellow is on that. I do love the shine. But the one that looks like dragon skin to Glynis, I think she's going to have to define which one it was. I think it was yours.
We don't know.
I don't remember a dragon skin.
What's that?
I don't remember dragon skin, but I'm pretty sure it was yours.
I don't know which one, though.
I know. All right. So I've got some. I've got a stencil and a stencil and a stencil. I've got 3 stencils layered on this one. I first put down the flower, and then I put down the geometric shape, and then I put down the peacock feathers. I'm going to let this peacock feather, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to put a light coat of just like a white, and see if I can't lift that whole thing, lift that image. What else have I got down here? I need to see. Feel like now it's time to do something different.
Yeah, I'm trying not to grab for the same stencils.
Yeah. Well, I used last time because I'd had them right here, and I've been seeing them every day, and they've been reminding me that we're going to do this, and all of a sudden they're gone, ooh, I've got a stencil I'm going to use. You guys will like that one. Let's see. Why are you away? Oh, I don't know.
What's that?
Julie must have messaged her. Oh, I could do some. Did you guys see how I did the leaves last time? I could do some leaves.
You guys can use silk plants for that too. I almost brought some up for that.
That's what I've got. Did you see? Or maybe it delay, you didn't see
I
it
did.
yet.
I did last week.
No, these are 3 silk. These are big silk flowers. The ones I used last week were off my maple tree. They're all dried and fallen now. So this is just actually 3 silk leaves. I want to show you the string thing too, guys. Try to do something different than what Cheran's doing, so you don't just say the same, because she'll do a new technique. Maybe I can do something different.
So I did masks. I'm taking the masks off now.
Cool.
And it's, they're ovals, in case you missed that part.
So they could be used as frames. They make great frames.
I'm just trying to get the bulk of the paint off of them.
I'm going to try that. All right. All right. Are you dry yet? Because I want to put down a layer and pick this.
It's a lesson in patience, isn't it?
Yeah. 3 plates sitting here, and I'm waiting for them to dry so I can pick them up and move on.
Got a little bit messy. I don't like it.
I think I'm full and I don't want any chips. So it's time for them to be dry.
I want some chips.
You can have the chips.
I usually have some food hiding in here, and I do not right now.
You usually do.
Well, I ate the banana when my phone died. So,
you know, some kind of chocolate, or let's see.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any chocolate either. What is wrong with me?
Octagon. Glynis, is this the one you're talking about?
Think
about Glynis. I'm gonna hold it here for a minute so that you can respond and see if that's actually
any goofy paint I might have.
Dragon scales.
Okay.
Trudy bought a big roll of freezer paper. It was kind of hard to find, actually.
Oh, Trudy, I was going to tell you, and for anybody else that is interested, they have the rolls of, and I can't remember what they're listed under. It's like green freezer paper or green packaging paper, and they're in little short rolls, I believe, and they're like less than $5 on Amazon, and they're fat rolls. In case anyone's interested, green and white. I just thought that was really cool. Oh, they're masking paper. It's so if you're going to do some furniture, you use it to mask off, say, so you're not covering your whole surface with tape. Yeah. I just thought it was so cool because you could make things with it.
I'm thinking freezer paper and green and,
Yeah. I was getting there. It just took me a minute. The long way.
Yeah, really. It's got to be patient for the whole thing to come out too, just like
my brain to catch up.
Or for our brains.
Yeah, one or the other. So
your brain to remember to say everything and my brain to remember to hear everything.
To know what I'm saying, yeah.
All right, I'm putting a thin coat of white down on top of this, hoping to lift up the whole print. I've got 3 layers of stencils on there. The last one I put on is the peacock feather, so that should be on the bottom when I lift this print.
It works too. I put a thin coat of the cream after I pulled up my masks.
Cool. Glynis, the one that I have the green masking paper from Amazon. Okay, Candy has it. Yes. Okay, so that one I held up, Glynis, that's the one you're talking about. Oh, that's cool. It does kind of look like dragon skin. We could do more with that shape to see what other. What about this one? Does that kind of look like dragon skin? That one's on that textured wallpaper. And maybe that one.
Julie, did you just get a chip in your glasses?
What?
Oh, that would be so horrible. Car tire.
What?
Car tire.
How about that one, Glynis?
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's so annoying to have a chip in your glasses.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Ooh,
so that ink cool. That I was afraid of that was left over actually looks purple mixed with the blue.
Fold that in half and use that as a journal page and then put things in it on the page. That's cool. I like that. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
That's with masks.
All right. Here's
Good
the
deal.
Woo-wee.
So I think I want to see about.
Check this out.
What's that? Oh, wow, that's beautiful. I love that stencil, the feather.
Me too. And I'm really loving that metallic green with it. But that dandelion yellow works really cool with it, and the turquoise, and just liking them all. That turned out cool. The print. Oh, the print looks like tire tread. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know what was happening.
But it is the wrong colors, but the yellow and blue and turquoise is kind of. You like that one, Trudy? I like that one a lot too. All right, let's do the same thing to this one and see what we get when we lift this one. I'm using up this white. I can hear it squeaking as I'm getting to the end. Maybe if I could use them all up, all the bits and pieces of ones that I have partial bottles, like maybe I can justify going and buying a new bottle of white.
Maybe. I haven't bought paint in so long, other than different kinds of paint like gouache or
right.
Yeah, that's a little different though. This is that architecture paper that I got in these giant sheets, and it's really old. It's like a graph paper, but it's big, big squares.
Where'd you get that?
It's antique. So I got it at the place that does the storage units.
Yeah. Okay.
In a roll.
Yeah.
They're individual sheets and they're huge.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought so.
Here we go. The best feather yet. That would work for a minor. Cute. Cute, Glynis. So, Glynis, would you rather have that print, or would you rather have it scanned in and emailed to you so you could print it out as many times as you want?
I'm going to use. I want a different color, but there are not more colors in the rainbow.
I'm saving. Yeah, I know. I'm saving some of these that I want to scan in and then give to you guys to use if you want to.
That's a great idea. I can't get my scanner to talk to my computer. I can get my computer to print. Yeah. But I cannot get my scanner to work right now, or because I've been wanting to do something. You know, I can't do pink. I just don't use these colors. I've been wanting to do something like that for a long time.
Yeah, we like both have been gathering stuff.
Yeah. Like for Julie, because she's so far away.
Exactly.
That's how it started. Yeah.
Yeah, it started. We were talking about that. If we do a door prize or something, and for the people of the country, if we had something electronic that we could just email to them and they could get it free, you know,
right,
on our Etsy shop, but they got like the DigiKit free as their prize, it'd be a whole lot easier than. And we just hate that if we do a drawing like that, half the time you guys don't participate because you're trying to save us postage, which we really appreciate.
Yeah, but also don't want you to feel excluded.
No, we don't like that you aren't. So that was our brainstorming solution to our.
Yep. And I still haven't figured it out. It makes me crazy.
And we'll get that. There's just been so many things to do that we haven't quite gotten, you know, those.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah.
Up yet, but we both have been collecting and creating and saving things. We have not used them, even though we want to. We haven't used them because we want to use them to make digis first, and then use them. So,
and I can't. I have to get my printer to connect, you know, to speak with my scanner, so I can do DigiKits. That's the thing.
Yep.
All right. So I did kind of a mirror image, and I used the masks from the stencils that I made on one side, like down a third of it, and then the stencil on the other 2/3. So they'll end up being opposite. And I wanted to see how it went.
Okay, I'm picking up my 5x7 plate now. I know you can't see it because it's off camera, but that was the third one that I had out here. We'll see what this print looks like.
Trudy says as soon as she gets into her room after surgery, she's getting out her gel plate. She's excited now.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
And she's making cards tomorrow for her medical team.
Oh, that's sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, while you're making cards, did you make some for the I know you're busy right now, but you know, if you're feeling up to it, that'd be cool. For the charity, because we're going to try to get those sent out by the end of the month.
I've got mine sitting here, and I've got the sheet.
I do too. I'm not quite done. I haven't made it back up here this week, so that's been my holdup.
Yep. So my scan, there's just been so much going on.
Yeah.
So check out these two. These are two 5x7s side by side.
Hold on just a second. Okay, what? Oh, I love it. What is that? Is it a stencil?
No, it was a 5x7, and I put down the turquoise paint, and I put the stencil. Actually, I put the stencil down first because it had yellow on it from before. I turned it upside down and set it down there, and then I covered it with turquoise paint. And then I pulled the stencil up, I let it dry, and then I covered it with white. So this is the first print I got, which got mostly white. It didn't pull all the way through. I think my paint was a little thick. So I just turned the paper over and pulled a second print. And this is the second one I got, which is the flower stencil, which kind of looks like a sun with that.
That's a really cool stencil.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. All right. I have another one here that I want to use. What color?
Yeah, I'm out of colors. I'm out of ideas with colors. And I don't know why. There are so many colors in the rainbow.
I haven't really done anything red. Have you done red?
I did with my lion. I mixed it with some bronze.
Oh, yeah. That's what
The thing is, I need to go in with and get some of my empty bottles out and mix some colors that I like because, you know, I'd like to have them pre-mixed. That way, if I want to alter them from there, I can.
Okay.
Because I'm just sick of all my colors. That's my problem.
There's a bronze and a silver and a gold. And I don't need a black, but I need bronze, silver, and gold. Maybe a barn red. What's this one? Do I have a metallic? I bet I do have a metallic red over here.
Trudy's happy to say goodbye to the old knee and hello to the new knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will be much happier with the new knee. All right.
They have to do an MRI on mine and see how bad it is.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, they're not going to know exactly how bad it is till they get in there.
And he kind of said that. It's worse now. It started doing some popping thing yesterday.
Oh, crap.
and just putting my weight on it, and it's worse. So we'll see when I go in from a scan for my MRI.
Yeah, I remember when
I'm trying to get them to do my hip at the same time.
They might image it at the same time, but they won't replace it at the same time.
Well, then it won't make any difference. I got my doctor to send a referral over, but I haven't. They're busy right now for some reason. I don't know why. They are busy. I always feel such a rush, like a time limit to get to the paint, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
All right, you guys got to move out of the way here.
I just feel like it dries so fast.
Yeah.
But not fast enough when I'm waiting for it to dry.
I know. That's when you're like trying to do stuff, it dries too fast, and when you're waiting for it, it takes forever.
One thing that I did this time and last time to make it easier and quicker was make a pile of paper that was the same size or folded to the same size as the plate I was working with. Because I've worked with different plates. Last time I made sure I had more square ones. This time I made sure I had this size, or at least folded in half, so I could do both. And then I had I have a pile of strips here in case I do any edges, or I used a 6x6 stencil and then I had a weird edge or whatever. That way I can make tags and bookmarks.
Pick it up with a strip. Use those strips on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
That color. Oh my goodness.
That reminds me of Argyle socks.
Me too.
This color is metallic red.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's all it is a metallic red. I'm loving these metallics. Okay, so I laid down metallic red, then I put my stencil down. And now, let's see. What's going to go with the metallic red? Bronze or gold? The gold will make like a rose gold. Oh, silver. Silver might be pretty. Maybe a little. Oh. All right. I got it.
Did you come up with a new color?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like I need to invent some new ones.
I love when that happens.
Oh, I love that stencil.
Let's just hope that it turns out as cool as it is in my mind.
So here's the two that kind of match.
These are kind
that have the same two stencils on them, but different kinds of paper.
Oh, yeah.
I really love this. I could see this as a background on Christmas cards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Huh.
Argyle socks.
I really like it.
Like those multicolors, really light to really dark.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is larger green diamond shapes.
This paint is way too thick. I'm a little concerned that it might not work, but I'm going to try it.
Boy, I haven't got the paper around me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm putting away the ones that I like. That one to the other side.
The paper, the prints that you've done, you mean?
Yeah, the ones that I like that I think are done.
Okay.
And then I'm making a pile of the ones I can add to here and there, or roll off on, or.
Can you see my color yet?
Your gold? Is it gold?
It's silver, gold, and bronze.
Oh, good idea.
Let's see. All of them mixed media.
Okay, I'll stop.
This guy
my dog is whining.
Oh, now I have no room.
I still have more paint on this plate to pick up.
Throwing chips on my gel plate. Trying to move everything over. time I push hard on the brayer is when I'm brayering off paint. And then I do push hard to get a lot of off what's on there. But other than that, when you're spreading the paint, don't push hard.
I'm gonna find a stencil I haven't used yet tonight.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. That paint was way thick. Let's see. Yeah, I have noticed that the cheaper, thinner paint works way better.
Golden High Flow, if you want to get real fancy, the Golden High Flow paints actually, or speedball paints, those are made very thin and very sheer.
It's one time when the cheaper version of something works better because it's thin. Usually it's thin, it's not that great.
Well, they're made for mono printing.
Yeah,
the speedball paints and yeah.
All right, just waiting for that to dry. I love the buildup of color I get on my brayer.
Yeah, mine's getting a little peely and chunky. But my plate over here next to me that I've been rolling off on looks like that. Kind of nice. Okay. So we're not in that
chunks or, glops. I've got a little skewer here. I'll just take the skewer and pick up the glops or pull it off the brayer or something.
I'll probably roll mine. If it doesn't peel off easily, I'll just clean it with the stencils, I guess.
Glops just stick to it. They don't really roll off so well.
I haven't used any brown or burnt sienna or let me see what I can find here. Burnt sienna. Oh, it's pretty thick. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Just waiting for these to dry so I can put a little layer. Pick that up.
Still thick because it's old. It's I don't need to buy in this size until I'm actually painting again.
Bye, Julie. Thanks for being here as long as you could. Tell your parents happy birthday from all of us.
Yeah, 80th birthday to her mom, I think.
Pretty awesome. Her mom. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, tell her happy birthday for us. Bring her on and we'll sing happy birthday to her or something,
I'm catching up on comments real quick. Argyle socks and vests. That's right. I should do one in red like that.
Yeah, that would look cool.
Or red and green. When I'm ready to deal with Christmas, because I'm just not yet. I don't know what's wrong with me this year. I'm behind in the whole thing.
Your mom and your dad both are having their 80 or 84th birthday or something like that. I think it's both of them.
Really?
So I see put the stencil on backwards in order for it to be correct. Yeah, you caught that. You caught that, Trudy. I did. I put this stencil on backwards so that when I pick it up, the clock will be facing the right way. And then this one, because I took it up and turned it over to put the paint down on here, this one is, nope, that's going to be the same as well. Never mind. Yeah, I put the stencil on backwards. Fussy cutting. Yep, and Dad, Julie says. Yep, 80th for
Oh,
both.
wow.
I know, that's
They're
pretty awesome.
both 80? Hold on.
Yeah.
Are they twins or?
Oh, come on. No.
I mean, I'm just checking because you never know. Is their birthday the same day, or is it a couple days apart, or
just close, or I don't know.
I can't do that. It's too wet. I can do that though. Just pulling up paint off my plate here, or off my palette. It does feel reminiscent and much like peeling pulling the strip off the wax real quick on your legs.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
That's what it reminds me of, because you do it fast,
I've never done it on myself. I've had it done. I had a kit to try on myself, and I'm like, no, I just can't do that. Afraid I'll hurt myself.
I've only done it once.
Wow.
Terrible experience.
You didn't see Candy's picture because that's when you were knocked out. So I'm going to show you this. This is one of the prints Candy made. I love the clocks. I love the colors. This is a great print.
Okay, I'm waiting. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, isn't it?
Those colors are so good.
Yeah. Now, here's another one that Candy did.
Mayhem, leave her alone. Hold on.
A lot of ghost print. I love this one.
Let me see that one more time. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I had dog stuff happening.
Yeah, this is the second one.
Oh, wow. Was that oh, it's not a ghost print. Okay.
No, well, no, but
They're
it looks
different stencils. Yeah.
It's leftover paint, it looks like. She didn't send us all of them, just some of them.
I can't wait. Candy, you'll have to share them in the group so that we can all ooh and ah over them.
Yeah.
Oh. So this is a stencil I don't really like using with ink or anything, because it's a floor stencil. It's very thin, and I feel like it's going to tear because there's so many little pieces that stick off of it,
One is.
Yeah.
So thin. But they actually work the best with jelly plates because they're not so thick for the paint to go underneath.
Yeah, because they're thin. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. What should I do with this little guy here?
It looks like maple leaves or some sort of leaf to me. And there's little fleur-de-lis I never even noticed.
I am just waiting for this clock here to dry.
She said they're 3 weeks apart.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'll see you later, Julie. Thank you so much for coming.
Have fun.
We'll see you on the page.
I'm going to try lifting this one, and I'm going to do a really pale pink. That's what I'm going to do. Where is my very pale pink?
That's my little doggone. Oh, where can he be?
Come on, pale pink. I know you're here, like really, really pale.
Mayhem. Hold on. Good boy. Kitty, you better stay out. Off my computer. She got back in because Mayhem opened the door. Chaos went downstairs. So.
Bye-bye.
What? Oh, okay.
Bye-bye. Okay, so this is English lace. I'm going to put this down on my second plate, my plate to the right. Let's see if I can.
Oh, that reminds me.
I
got a bag of lace out to use the stencil.
This English lace is the color of this paint. that I'm going to lay down to pick this up. And dang it, I think I just squirted too much on there. That's okay. I'll take some of it off over here. I need to 5x7, which I need to pick up anyway. So, it's the horrible thing about working 2 plates at one time.
When we're all done here tonight, you get one drying and you think you need to hurry, and right?
Well,
is that it?
We're doing them both at the same time, and I need to pick them both up at the same time, and you can't lift them both at the same time. You can one at a time.
What we can do is put our paper down on both of them and press it at the same time and just let the one sit there. That's possible.
Right. Yep, that's true. That's what I'm doing right now. But like I brayered the small one, and then I needed to pick it up quickly, but I can't because I got all this paint now sitting on the
I know.
Brayer it.
I've done that a couple times tonight.
What? When is surgery?
Monday.
Monday is surgery. Okay, so you got tomorrow to get your hospital bag ready to go, and Monday is surgery. We'll be praying for you. Of course, you'll keep posted and let us know how it's going.
Yes, please.
So there's a bunch of us that know exactly what you're going through with the knee replacement.
Please hang in there and get lots of rest.
You'll be good. You're almost at the turnaround point. Monday's the turnaround point. It's not going to get any worse than this. It's only going to get better from here. Oh, look at this print. Oh,
good night.
Okay, I can
see that
on this one. Is Judy leaving too, or Julie? What you're saying?
Trudy. I said Trudy.
Oh, Trudy. Look at this. This was the print.
Oh wow.
The stencil. I just peeled the stencil off the other one, turned it over upside down, and put it on the other one just to get the paint off the stencil. That's what that paint off the stencil. So that is kind of cool because you can see that, but I can build on that. This, as soon as it dries, I think would be cool sprayed with a copper penny glimmer mist.
The one that's light colored?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be pretty with copper penny glimmer mist. All right, I am just waiting for this other one to dry. A couple of the numbers have kind of thick paint on them, and I can tell that they're not quite dried. That's why I'm waiting.
We can use these in our art journal and doodle on them, or add markers, or add stamps. There's just so many ways to alter them in our art journal.
I really need to get some more metallic gold. Actually, I need metallics of all of them. I've got metallic paint, but it's not this thin craft paint, so it's too thick to work on these really well. So I need to get some of these cheap craft metallics.
Oh, okay. So I had green left over on there from before.
Love that.
I can't believe how well I can see those diamond shapes on there. That wasn't even part of it. I couldn't see that they were on there.
Really? That's from another stencil.
Yes.
That's like picking up the Capitol in the background. Love it. Love
I was going to try an image transfer too.
Yeah, I know. I was going to too. As I was just sitting here thinking, I thought, well, I won't even say it because we were.
Well, I got some sitting here. Some images sitting here in a bucket waiting.
I've got a National Geographic sitting here.
That's what I have. Great minds, my sister. Yeah. Great minds.
Now, let's see.
Whoa. All right, let's do that again. There we go. Oh my goodness. Huh.
What? Ooh.
Well, I didn't even use that stencil over here, but it picked up that design of my brayer.
Interesting.
And when I rolled it out over here, it left that sort of impression there. I didn't, and I can see it. I didn't even use that stencil over here.
Wow.
And the diamonds I see.
Yeah.
Mayhem, hold on just a sec. Chaos, go out. Hold on. Come here. Come on.
Glynis, you're done. Now you're fussy cutting. Yeah.
I'm going to really love this plate that I've been using as a palette. Has all this beautiful crusty paint around the edges, and I can't wait to take some tape to it.
Oh yeah. Pick up
and then use that tape. Yeah. Like,
that
because
will
it's
be awesome.
really layered. Yeah. I have so many prints from that I'm loving right here.
Okay, I got to show you this.
Okay.
I'm going to show you this one first. Although you did see this one. This is the really light one, but there's a reason I'm showing you again. This was the first pull off of this. Oh, it's not focusing. Come on. See if I can get it to focus.
Put your hand in front of the camera.
I just put the picture way up there close. Oh, come on. It's focused on StreamYard. It's just not on YouTube. So the light colors. All right.
Huh.
Hang on. I'm bringing my hand up. There we go. Focus. Okay. I give it something to focus on.
Yeah, it's still having difficulty.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is it stormy there?
Yeah. Okay, let's see if that. It's weird because on StreamYard it's completely focused. And it's so not on. All right, I need something that isn't so too light and too shiny that it can't. Try this.
Kitty, no. I see you sizing up my laptop. No.
Come on, focus.
I don't know what the problem is there.
Really weird. Okay, wait.
I'm going out on a limb here with some pink paint, you guys.
Wow.
I'm going to put the stencil down first, or some of these.
It's trying. It could be the colors. They'd need to get something that's not. All right, how about something that's boring colors? Box of Kleenex.
A box of Kleenex?
Yeah. It's perfectly focused on StreamYard, but I can see in YouTube that it's not. Okay. All right, I think it's focused there. If I can get this while it's still focused. Okay,
right.
so this is the first one I picked up. It's really light, but you can see a little bit of the bronze.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, all right, so this is the second one I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Same thing, but the faint clock.
Yeah.
In there, but I like the color. Look at the colors even sticking up, like because it's so many layers on that plate. And I'm going to put down a thin layer, one more, and it's going to pick up even one more. It's got to be a thin thin. I'm going to use both of these because I wanted to mix. They're really close. Okay. I think I can get one more good pull off this one.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Here, my brayers.
Our brayers. Brayer noises.
Here's one more print off this one. I hope that pulls really well. Cheran, I gather you let it dry before tape? Yes.
Yeah.
She's talking about is on that plate that she's been brayering off on. It's
brayer plate, yeah.
Layers and layers and layers of paint. And
it's only going to pull off a couple layers at a time. I'm going to end up with so much.
Yeah, so you can take the tape and pull it off.
Right.
Like duct tape, lay it down and pick it up.
I wouldn't use duct tape. I would use double-sided tape. Or I have some black tape, black fabric tape.
You use book binding tape?
You can use book binding tape and then glue it and then glue the tape down. If you use double-sided tape, put it on
acetate.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Yeah, on acetate or on a bubble wrap mailer or so until you're ready to use it.
Oh man, I got so many layers like that. Every time I pull one, those layers are coming up more and more, and it's like peeling paint. And it's sticking up and hanging off my paper like peeling paint. I love that.
You know what I can do is I can do the tape here on camera.
Here's the third pickup of that same. I'm still on the same clock. This is the third.
Wow.
Third print off the same clock.
So it was a lot of paint. The paint's just going so far.
It was hardly any paint because all I did was pick up the stencil and turn the stencil over on the other plate just to get the paint off the top of the stencil. That's all it was. Yeah, I know. That's what's crazy about it. Is that I'm still getting that clock up. And it was only leftover paint on the top of a stencil, and I had already rolled on the top of that stencil too. So, yeah.
Wow, Kitty.
Weird but awesome. Okay, so I'm putting down a layer of metallic gold and see what I get for a fourth print. With that one.
Sorry, I had to get the cat. So what I'm doing with this is just going over these were just roll-offs. That's it.
Yeah.
With this bright pink, because it'll really stand out this way.
Oh, yeah.
I like pink in small doses. I like to wear pink. I'm wearing pink tonight. I just don't use a lot of pink paint.
Well, I think that pink with the vintage colors, pink with sometimes pink with the gold or the bronze or the antique. I think that not bright bubblegum pink, but there are some pinks
old really a lot.
Old stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I was actually squeezing gold in there with it.
Cool.
It depends on the shade of pink too. And it depends on the time of year. Because I can fully well like pink in the summer.
Right.
Or I love pink and red together. Yummy. Like candy, Yeah. I like that. Not you candy, but the other candy.
Bubblegum candy, or not bubblegum candy, sugar candy.
Yeah. So I am going to try to get this pink off of here. And then what I'll do is go around and do tape on the edges and show you.
Yeah, I think I
have to get the stuff out to do that though. What?
Okay, this is my last print of the clock, and you can actually still see a little bit of the clock. But love the colors on this one. It's got a little bit of everything. Like how many layers? You know, tons and tons of layers and very metallic.
Right.
All right. Wonder if this one's dry yet. Oh, almost. Really
try to pull up some of this pink here. And this.
I had some double-sided tape in here. I didn't have some double-sided tape though, because if you pick it up with the sticky side, then you just glue the other side down.
Right, that works too. That's, yeah. There we go. I used a pearl paint with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it'll work.
Just okay?
Just okay. Yeah. Forgot I put it over here. I'm just pulling up some of this pink before I go at it with the tape, because the tape I'll use it more likely if it's like metallics and dark colors, and you know, because then it's almost like making your own washi tape.
Right. I'm pulling out my metallic edges. This paint isn't sticky enough because it's not coming up really well. I mean, it comes up, but I want the whole strip to come up, and it doesn't. I don't think that this tape is sticky enough.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Okay, so I put a pearl paint down, and there is such a sheen on this. It looks like pearl.
Yeah.
I don't even hate that pink on there.
Well, good, because it doesn't hate you either.
Yeah. It needs more layers, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, but that you can do.
Pink in small doses. That's just it.
Layers.
Kitty, you just stay over there. I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to. You stay over there. Get in your bed. You go in your bed. Little stinker.
Mm-hmm. You're going to chew up the library.
Yes. What's that?
You're going to chew up the library book, aren't you?
Oh, gosh. I don't have any of those right now. Our libraries still aren't open, though.
Well, ours, we could rent them online. We could check them out from the library online and then drive up and pick them up in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. I think they're doing that. I am going to put a little bit more grungy paint on here before I go at it with the tape. I'm going to have to prepare a bubble wrap mailer with tape real quick, too.
I haven't done anything with bubble wrap tonight. I might need to. I've got some sitting right here.
I need to go run and clean all of my caps up. Like, that is not good.
Yeah. Don't make me feel bad for not cleaning my caps.
Well, no, I don't think I've ever cleaned my caps, but they are such a mess.
Yeah, they get that way, don't they?
Yep, they do. And I usually store them upside down. That's part of the issue.
I store them on their side, slid into a folder.
I store them upside down because then I can see
how much is there.
See what's in there, and they're always ready for me because I used to paint a lot.
Oh yeah, it is nice to have them always ready.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you. Let's see. Hi, honey. Could you do me a huge favor?
What I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm. It's 9:24. We're popping up soon.
Okay. I'll give you one as soon as tomorrow.
I won't need you to give me one.
No, I want you to come out to stay.
Yeah, there's none out there. There's none here in the bedroom. But okay.
You know what I mean?
I do. I know. Okay. All right. I'm going to. What was I going to do? Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to switch the plates so that I really want to pick this one up. I feel like it's about ready. I think I'm going to pick it up with a thin layer of gold and red. I'm going to put a gold and antique parchment together as the thin layer on this one and pick this one up. And then I want to show you this string technique.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
The string, yeah. I actually have a bunch of stuff down here for our next gel plate to do with old jewelry and things like that. Yeah.
We're going to have to do this. Like once a month, we have to do this. There's so many more things to try.
Yeah, there are.
And we'll be able to make more that we can scan in to give to everybody. And more that we can use. Because we're going to make more creative time for ourselves, right? So that we can use some of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I can climb the stairs. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I hear ya. Okay, I'm going to pick this one up.
Oh, I haven't used this wallpaper yet either. The one that you sent me. Kitty.
The gold one?
The gold one, yeah.
I used that one for texture on one of these.
Did it work?
Yeah, kind of.
It's not very deep. That's why I'm wondering.
Yeah, I mean, it worked, but kind of. What I did was I laid down the paint and then I pressed it into the paint.
That's what I would do.
When it pulls up, I don't know. I think I probably need seriously like very, very little.
Yeah, you would have to use a tiny bit of paint. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll try that and let it dry on here while I'm getting this plate ready.
Yeah. All right, so I want to lift this print. I'm really hoping I want all the layers of this one to come up. That's what
the cat really wants to know what we're up to right now. She's driving me crazy. She's like, what are you doing?
And then on the right, then I'm going to switch places with these two plates. I'm going to do the string technique on this one. And I'm going to be ready to call it early tonight.
Well, I'm going to get my tape ready and we'll finish up by cleaning our plates together. How's that sound?
You know, my roll of packing tape is out there because I really like the packing tape because it's wider.
That works too. Yeah, that's a really good way to do it.
Big strips.
Okay. Oh, it did leave it behind. I do have one stencil in there, but I can kind of see the texture. It will be a test when I go to roll out paint on top, you know?
Yep. All right.
So you want your plate to be totally dry when you go to lift off your paint with packing tape or with double-sided tape or however you decide to do it. I do have some black tape somewhere here on a piece of bubble wrap. There it is. That I put some paint on already. Do you see this, guys? Look how pretty.
Yeah.
It's those here, I gotta check my cord. Okay. It's those metallic paints and with a brayer.
Oh,
but
cool.
I could pick up and get like the wettest stuff up right here. And then I'll on the other side put some double-sided tape, I guess. I just
remembered I was going to trade these plates so that you could actually see,
but
they could see the string technique. And
she's in a tiny box with my stencils in it.
I just put the like, and didn't.
Me?
Okay, I'm going to go solo just for a second so you guys can see this.
Okay.
I just put turquoise down here.
You do what you do.
And now I'm going to lay this string down here.
I want, let's see. I'm going to look at my tapes and decide which one.
There's actually, quite a number of different ways to do the string techniques. I'm going to lay another piece of paper on top of it.
So I'm going to try a couple different kinds of tape here, but only because.
So there's one way, and you could use that to build on. But
this one's not very sticky. Yeah. Hey, where's Nettie tonight?
I don't know.
Nettie and Amy?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I wasn't sure. This tape isn't very sticky, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work.
Oh, cool.
Look at all that color. Now, see, I could stamp on that, and I have really artsy washi. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a paper tape, and I just used the sticky side.
Okay, look at this, guys. So this is one way to do the string technique, and just very quickly, I got 2 prints.
Oh yeah, that's very cool.
It's just, one. There's so many different techniques with that.
She's sitting in that bin watching me because she's got to be a part of it,
Yeah. I'm thinking some metallic red on here now.
Basically, you keep re-sticking it until you
feel
good about it. Yeah. Boy, that paint is thick.
Yeah, this is thick. But yeah, sometimes it's so thick when you go to pick it up with the tape, you can see it lift up, but there's so many layers.
Right.
It doesn't all come up.
Chunky. Say, this one is really sticky. So what I'm going to end up getting is like that one was picking up thin layers, and it was what I was seeing on top. This one will end up showing what's on the bottom, I think, in my opinion. Or at least it'll get down to some of those more layers.
Hey, I'm going to pick up this first that I pressed over here, and I've been afraid to lift it up because I just really wanted to pick up the entire thing. And so I was just leaving it sit there because I wanted to, stick my fingers on it.
And then just know that you're probably going to have to glue your tape down, which is fine because you're going to end up loving the way it looks. And it's such a fun texture to add to stuff.
Yes, for sure. All right, here comes this print, and I really want it to pick up all the layers. Come on. And I see it's leaving a little bit of paint. I want to help along. I don't want to.
Judy has new stencils coming.
Nice. Are those from me, Judy? I think you have new stencils coming from me. I was packing your box today.
Probably.
Yeah. I got some really great deals on stencils. Like they got a pack of 12 for $4.
Wow.
Oh. And then another great big one. Oh, the circle one would be great for this. Where's mine?
Ordered some circle ones.
I kept one for me. That one was $2, and it's an 8.5 by 11 stencil. And then there was another pack of We Are Memory Keepers ones that had 12 stencils in it, and it was like, I don't remember, $7 or $8, $6.
Wow.
Yeah, they were all super good deals. I went and met with the vendor from the warehouse, met him at their warehouse, and got some really great deals. Okay, that's interesting. It's not at all what I thought I was going to get. Huh. 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 Okay.
I feel like it's better on the white. Even though this isn't very sticky at all. It shows up better. All the texture and all the layers.
Huh.
Well, because it's white. If I put that clear tape on a white surface, I'm going to get something similar, I'm sure. But it's so sticky that it's getting down to the bottom gray layers.
Yeah.
Because I had gray on there first.
Oh, yeah.
Masking tape will work for this. I think the stickier the tape, though, the better it works. Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm putting this string down, and then I'm just gonna.
A lot of people clean their plate, though, with packing tape.
Yeah.
To do this with.
I do like packing tape, especially when I have a lot to clean because it's wider. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. That was a mess.
I can't believe how thick this paint is.
Oh, wow. I just accidentally made some great dragon skin. Now Glennis has me thinking about dragon skin. Okay, take a metallic paint and let the paint kind of sort of dry, not quite all the way, and then run your brayer over it. And the way it sticks to the brayer and pulls looks a lot like dragon skin.
Oh. So what I'm doing here is I've got 3 strips out, and I'm going to put the bubble wrap mailer over it.
Yeah.
So that it comes up, and so I can peel it back off, you know. But I can do with it.
Glennis, is that good dragon skin? Can you see the texture? I don't know if the texture is actually coming through.
Wow.
That's the jelly plate itself.
What is it?
This is so pretty. It's just, that's the gel plate itself.
Oh, wow. I was
it.
wondering why it was moving like that. I didn't realize it was your gel plate. Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to lift that onto some book pages.
I want this.
Yeah. I'm just braring over the top of the book pages to get them to pick everything up, hopefully. All right, here we go. Hi, Lucy.
So anybody new on here, there's actually a video where I'm making tape with brown packing tape.
Hi,
when I'm sticking it to these bubble mailers, and they work really good if you stick them to the mailers.
This one, Judy, is this the one you like? The one on the right? Yeah, they're kind of cool, different. All right. I think a little bit of metallic red and a little bit of pigment.
Very cool. All right.
thing. I want to lift this whole thing onto this print right here. So I'm just watering that down, diluting it with parchment color ink, but I got too much ink.
Oh, my desk is a mess.
Yeah.
A mess.
Oh, yeah.
She's laying in the stencils still.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm about ready to call it quits. I'm going to lift this.
Pulling it up. It's so thick on here. I'm going to have to put paint on it to get this up.
It's like a dragon egg, Glynis. That's true. Okay, I'm going to try lifting this one up, and I've still got the paint covering some of my jelly plates. I think I'm just going to let them sit here overnight.
Oh, I did that. Yeah. With yeah, you can totally do that. That's a great way to keep your crusty edges too for another time.
I've got like this little guy, blue and yellow, is still sitting here. Got this little guy that's got several layers.
Look at that.
This one's got some. My 5x7 over here has about 5 or 7 layers at least.
I limited myself to 2 plates out tonight. If you noticed, I started with 3, and then I went to the camera went on. I actually took it back down to 2.
I think
I wanted more space, you know.
Exactly. I'm gonna come back in the morning and see what I feel like doing.
Yeah. It's so fun to play with gel plates, and I feel like I always have better results when I'm not on camera. There's a pressure about having it on camera that just makes it, you know, it is what it is. Not that you guys pressure me. You don't. It's just I have higher expectations for myself when I'm on camera.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy Luce. All right, guys.
We're so glad that you could join us tonight, and I'm more than tickled that a bunch of you decided to play with your gel plates tonight also.
Glad we had this time together.
For sure.
Just to laugh and sing a song.
Oh, Glynis wanted to know why we didn't show her this an hour ago, maybe with the tape. I'm not sure.
Oh, when it came time to clean her plate? Because she finished before we did. That's why you finished before we did.
Yeah, she did.
All right. I think I'm
Judy says we can't see your side. I don't know what that means.
Look at the okay. I got Cheran, you're gonna love this. All right.
Okay, what'd you do? Show me.
I am my 5x7 over here that has about 7 layers of paint on it. I didn't even remember what was down at the bottom. I had this strip of wallpaper sitting here. So I ran it over the center one and picked up some that metallic red and green, and then I put it on the 5x7 that has about 7 layers, and it pulled up all the layers. The very bottom layer was gold, metallic gold.
Oh wow!
Look at this. Can you see it?
Yes. Wow.
On those paper bits.
Do me a favor and take a picture of that to post online, just because it's weird with the camera sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
And I will take a picture of mine, ladies.
Yeah.
And share my favorites tonight, and maybe some extras that weren't my favorites, and maybe you'll like those instead. Yeah. You know, because we never know. We've all got different. We all see different things. You know, we've got with different eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. And I would love to see pictures of all of yours.
Yes, I would too. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Candy. She said watching us create such great pieces was wonderful, and she had a lot of fun watching us. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that you had fun.
The ones that you sent us are awesome. So for your very first time, having just got your jelly plate this week, you did amazing. That's cool.
And I can't wait to look at those pictures online. And and Glynis, I saw that you sent me some when my phone died, but I didn't open them up yet. So, Glynis, but I will.
Everybody will want to see them.
There's
a lot of people that want to do dry jelly plates and just haven't,
or they're afraid, and they don't realize that everyone is not going to be thrilled with their results at first. It takes some time.
Even with everything, even after a while, I'm not thrilled with every single one. But the thing
Neither.
Is, you can keep adding layers to it and completely change it.
You can. You can also use it for so many different things. And we'll expand on that. Maybe we can share with each other things we like to do with our gel plate prints. And
this one Saturday night is like what to do with the gel prints. The color of this turned out really cool. Now I've got all these gel prints. What do I do with them? Maybe we do a Saturday night, or maybe we do some tutorials on what to do with them.
Yeah, sure. I actually I don't know if everybody noticed that the photos that I shared were using my gel plate prints that we did in the live. I don't know if everybody picked up on that, because we add so much stuff that sometimes like this isn't done yet. This is a drawer I made for my inks that I take downstairs. This was that box that I rolled over my gel plate, and then this is a skeleton that I printed, and I'll keep adding layers to this. And it was a phone box, I was covering print here. So there's just so many things we can do, and this is part of the personalized desk set that I can't tell you about, but I know, but my lips are sealed. I can say nothing more.
That's not all. The one that you told us about how to do before.
No. Just so you know.
Ooh, so. Really like that. I really like the way that, now that it's dry, I really like that on the deli paper.
Oh, that's a good idea, Candy. She punches flowers out of hers.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a great way to use them.
Yeah.
Just having those artistic backgrounds and papers to choose from is so helpful too.
Yeah. Some of them that you don't like so well make great pages in journals.
Backgrounds and stuff.
As they completely dry, they change.
They do.
They make great pages because you can put stuff on them and cover them, but still have the color come through. Or some of them make great pages because you love the way they look and you don't have to cover them.
Or decoupaging, or making master boards, or making collage boards to cut up. That's a great way to get a lot of extra color and feel like you made it from scratch.
I like this. This is so easy. One stencil. Love that.
I love that stencil. That houndstooth is just, so good. I have 2 houndstooth coats, though. I really love houndstooth.
Cool. Nice. Let's see. I think those 2 are 2 of my favorites.
Oh, I stuck mine all the way over here.
Mine was just piling mine in a pile right here on my desk, so I just grabbed them and brought them over in front of me one by one there. But all right, guys, thanks for joining us. I love that rose stencil too. I'm going to get a link. I'll put a link in the group to that stencil. It's Linda Israel's, and it is a really cool stencil. It's super, super thin. I'm always very, very careful with it because I'm afraid it's going to tear because it's super thin, but it always makes such a great print. I really love it. Everyone talks about the mess. The only mess is on my hands. Yeah. Well,
I do.
I do have paints all, bottles of paint all over my desk. And I've got a pile of stencils here that now could stand to be washed. Or maybe I leave them and maybe they add some gold
off
in the next one. Sometimes I wash them, sometimes I don't.
I think this is my favorite. And this one.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that metallic one with the black. It looks like black crackle or black splatter kind of in between it. The metallics.
This one?
No, the other one. On your left hand. Yeah. I don't know. This looks really cool. It looks like there's black little black streaks or bits or splatters or something.
When I take a picture of it and share it, you'll see that it's way more colorful than it looks on camera. And that's a stamp that with the cursive.
Well, what I see is a ton of color and a ton of metallic shine. And then here and there, I see those little black spatters or strips, but they're irregular. And I love that. And it's because those little black things are within the color and the metallic that looks so cool. I like that one. That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, it is. I love the way it came out. That's a homemade stencil too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have a lot here to choose from actually, and a lot of roll-off pages to get started and continue with, I think.
Okay, good night, everybody. Thanks for sharing, Judy.
Yes, good night, everyone.
Glennis, Judy, if you go do some, be sure to post the pictures. We definitely want to see them, okay? I get inspired by this gel printing.
Yes, and I look forward to seeing everyone's on the group.
Me too.
Thank you so much, guys.
Sorry. Have a great
You have a wonderful week.